Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem with shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
Welcome back to the United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy, and yes, a very special time, very special day, kind of a makeup show for Sunday. But I did have bigger, bolder plans for today's episode. We're going to talk about that in a second. But I guess before we talk about it, I better introduce the people that are going to help me along the way on this journey on a Thursday morning for the first time. And joining us is our Northeast connection. It is NJ Ranger. How you doing, brother?
Good, bro. Good evening to you. Good morning. Good afternoon to everybody else.
Excellent. Thank you. And look, a different time slot, and members of our crew have jobs or live in other countries or whatever. So it's a slightly lighter crew in terms of numbers, but it's definitely not a lighter crew when this man's around.
I do my head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit. Every time.
I forgot how traumatizing seeing that is to me with the week off.
You forget every week. It's great. As soon as I hit play, I look down at your little box in the bottom corner of my screen and watch you have your little flip out.
One of these days, I'm going to put the laptop too close to me, and then you're just going to see like this weird, like kaleidoscope effect because I just bashed my hand through the laptop on accident.
Or one day you'll get control of your emotions.
Oh, let's not kid ourselves.
All right, baby steps, baby steps. One laptop at a time, eh? One laptop at a time. Now, Robbie, just before we went live, you mentioned that I tend to yell at you sometimes, and you wanted NJ Ranger to bring up an issue with me rather than yourself.
I didn't say I
want to expound on that. I
communicated with NJ Ranger to be the intermediary, so that's not completely true. I am always paranoid that you're going to flip out on me, though, but there is that.
What does flip out mean? When have I flipped out at you, Robbie?
Well,
I want to understand these instances.
That's bad. That's a bad job by me. That's the wrong terminology. I don't know. You can really get in my head. So when you want to, like, you could get me to bridge myself if you want to, just by playing like mental war games. So it's just a natural, like, instinctual. I'm kind of scared of you sometimes.
So you hear that, folks? The reason, if you ever ask yourself, why does Robbie put up with Aussie guy just relentlessly insulting him? It's because Robbie's afraid that I might somehow make him K himself.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Much. Yeah.
It's supertip.gg/USOA. Where are you going to get content like that? Come on. You know, that's amazing. So episode title today, toe to toe with the toe. I didn't even think about so I cancelled Sunday night for me, Sunday morning for everyone else, show, and nobody gives a fuck about the reasons because there's not like anyone tweeted out and was clamoring like, what happened to Sunday's show? Where are they? But cancel that show. I was like, no, I can make it up during the week at some point. I'd like to do a weekday morning show. And it hit me. I was like, oh, hang on. We would be on for probably the last couple of hours of the SteelToe morning show. So I had a bright idea. And my fellow team members here do agree that it's a tremendous idea. Unfortunately, I had this tremendous idea right before Charlie Kirk took one to the neck and bled out. So the idea was we were going to let SteelToe direct our show. He was going to be our program director. We're going to cover any topic that SteelToe covers for as long as he covers it. And then obviously he's covering Charlie Kirk for the entire fucking show.
It's like
Just
one of
well,
those, if it's a sports talk radio show and it's like a huge event like Malice at the Palace and it becomes a one topic 4-hour show. That's a bad. Well, you know what I mean. That's the real world equivalent situation, which obviously is like such a diminishing. Malice at the Palace compared to that is kind of. But you know what I mean, okay?
No, I'm
Yeah,
with
no,
you. No, in a sports-related situation,
Yeah,
Mouse in the House
exactly.
was fucking like, it was wall-to-wall coverage on that on Sports Talk Radio. Your analogy is correct. It's just whenever someone dies, it's hard to make a comparison.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
anything. And Jay, sorry, you were going to chime in.
Oh, I was just gonna say we were like what we were expecting was a classic. Oh well, we got our black crime story today. Oh, and a trans is over here, and oh, let's check out what those kooky ladies on The View are doing. And like, meanwhile, the one day basically that he deviates from that tried and true formula, and it's like Big Killer Jones.
He did touch on he said that they should they should just give guns to all the homeless people in Minnesota and see what happens, which I don't really understand. The logic of that. Like,
you do get genius
think they'll
ideas
just
in these
shoot
times.
each other? I don't know.
Yeah. It's one of the Jim Jeffries got pretty famous and popular in US, and a lot of it had to do with his gun control bit, just because he makes some great points in a funny way, and one of the things is like arming guards at schools, and that's like security guard makes $15 an hour. This is not a I'm going to be a hero situation, like we can arm people, but are they necessarily equipped to be a hero on that day? That's another question. And are they just going to mow down more kids while they're trying to take out? You know what I mean?
Joke, but now they have cops to do it. But the problem is, they usually, like in my town, this is a long time ago now. Jesus, now I'm going to feel old. When I went to high school, it was a legitimate cop that was like, they called him school resource officer, but they always put the worst cop in that school, like in terms of they're like the one no one else wanted to work with. And they were always really pervy too, because they would they'd be like, "Oh, I got to see what's going on here," and they'd always get too handsy. And it was like everyone would know, but you had to have a school resource officer, and so it was really weird. Apparently, it's that way to this day. Like it's been a lineage of pervy cops in my high school ever since.
That took a weirdly different dark turn. We were already dark, but that just different shade of dark.
And also,
I guess.
That kind of my time to shine situation. Whenever there was a fight, even the minorest scuffle, this guy would come running and just choke out one of the dudes. And the next day, you could be like, "Oh, you got in a fight," because one dude would look the same, but be suspended in a classroom, and the other dude would just look like he went through a 5-round MMA fight.
I want to hear more fucking old school stories from Robbie. This is great stuff. Well, I guess overall we got to.
Does it look like anyone would want to touch me? No, of course not.
Hey, don't count yourself out.
And Robbie, again, don't make.
Yeah, that's a bad job of me. Did the cops touch you, Robbie? And then I replied with what I said.
Just refresh their memory. What did you reply with?
Did the cops touch you, Robbie? And Skooma Enjoyer also agreed with me. Our high school cop was arrested for trying to F a student. So there is that.
You can say fuck, Robbie. You can say fuck.
I'm paranoid now after they turned off our comments last time.
Well, no, there's
Not
some
just
bullshit. There's some bullshit going on with YouTube lately. Like today, just because I love James Bauman. Hey, Bauman. Today it says James Bauman. Last week it said at fucking James Bauman 5731 or whatever the fucking handle would be. I went through all of our settings in YouTube Studio last week, and I could not find a reason why the comments weren't on last week's show. And I have seen it on other shows where it just says, see what was being said on the live stream, but there's no opportunity to comment. So I don't know if anyone's got any more info on that. Let us know. It's a very bizarre one. Oh, I'm gonna There we go.
Jesus.
What?
He's
That's
a
like-
shock
that's-
jock.
that's
He's
my
a shock jock morning radio guy.
It's exactly. We're doing morning radio, Robbie.
Belching or burping is my second least favorite sound to hear after my own voice.
Wow.
I'm serious.
You know
I
what?
have a terrible.
Oh,
If anyone knows how to like come over, get any advice for me to get over my phobia of hearing my own voice played back to me, let me know.
Yeah,
DM me at Mariner Robbie on X.
I've got a great idea, Robbie. I've got a great idea.
What?
We're going to do a bit on the show where we review you on the show.
No,
And
that's
it's
okay.
just all you talking.
And you wonder why I'm scared and paranoid about you when you do torturous things like that.
Dear me. What was I going to say? I saw something in the chat, I think, and I lost it. NJ. I said to Robbie backstage, I think it was before you joined us. I was kicking myself for not tweeting. As soon as I heard about Charlie Kirk, I was kicking myself for not tweeting out how long until Aaron compares himself to Charlie Kirk. And then I completely forgot to do it. And then before I know it, there's a clip on fucking Reddit of Aaron comparing himself to Charlie Kirk. It's like, fuck it. This dude is so predictable. So yeah, NJ, I wanted to ask you your thoughts, how much you've seen of Aaron, comparing himself to a man that was just shot in the neck and bled out.
No, I haven't seen it. I heard it when the first comparison was made. Again, this motherfucker, like, I would love to write for SteelToe. I could write for SteelToe. Like, again, I can source the stories. I know the formula Delon knows. Like, I could do it. This is so, as you say, this is so predictable. This is damn near like getting to be a caricature of
It is.
Like, it's not just like that we can predict what he does. It's that he is now like an even more cartoonified version of SteelToe.
I said it, I think it was well over a year ago, and it's standing out more to me now. He is the antagonist in a kid's movie or a child's cartoon. It's like he is the worst thing possible, but he's such a buffoon that there's no actual real fear of him causing any damage. You know what I mean? Stuttering John, I think, is even a more extreme level of that, because I think Stuttering John is even furthermore too stupid. Wow, what a sentence that was. But anyway, I think Stuttering John is even more cartoonish to the point where I've kind of had enough now. Actually, a quick tangent. NJ, where are you at with the Stuttering John situation, his return? I have had no interest, and everything I hear, I'm like, yeah, we've heard it. We've heard it all before. I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, okay. I'm very much in the be careful what you wish for camp, as I was praying for his return. Maybe under different circumstances, because shit is weird with the pending litigation. Yeah. But as a result of that, or as a result of, I don't know, initially he wasn't I'm not taking any dabble versus super chats. And then that kind of whatever fell by the wayside as he's beefing with Clearwater Chad. The good Stuttering John arc was him being like the little finger that set up this confrontation between KB and Carmex. That was good. That was like classic Stuttering. Him beefing with KB, but also he's an MLC watcher. So like he is always kind of like, he holds his fire a little bit against KB. That's classic stutter. I didn't even disrespect you, Pinky. Like, that's the stutter. That's good Stuttering John. But mostly he was what? He did an episode that he's like ranking his favorite Bond girls.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker's doing listicles on his show. All right, SJ. That's.
Yeah, I still watch like the usual shows I'd watch, and there's more Stuttering John content. But yeah, I've just found myself going, yeah, that's Stuttering John. And we'll get there with Aaron. Don't get me wrong. We'll get there with Aaron. But he is just so much more extreme and wild with how he's going about. Like, Stuttering John is suing Carl and Shirley, sure. Right? But I think we're all pretty certain that the attorney is doing it for, you know, a cut of the profits and, you know, pro bono, as it were, if you will. And John's not paying a cent, hoping to get money out of it. Right now, Aaron Imholte is paying a lawyer to try and stop a couple of guys from being able to come near him. No benefit to him whatsoever. There's no financial payout to SteelToe of getting these HROs. It is purely spending money out of spite.
Yep.
It is insane, bizarre behavior. And he wonders why people want to Charlie Kirk him. Robbie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, when there's I'm sorry, just a sec. It's hard to get my thoughts in order because, like, it takes a special type of, you know what, to think that a show with 278 people where probably roughly half of them are shit watching you, not because they hate you, but because they find you ironically funny, almost in like an Alex Jones way where you see a clip of him and be like, what he's saying is bullshit, but it's funny the way he's saying it situation. Like, no one wants, you know, knock on wood, but no one wants to kill this guy. We just want him to go to jail for a couple of weeks, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would,
Or
like everyone says,
even like 5 days of him in jail, I feel like that would be hilarious. Like, no,
it would be
you
great.
know what I mean? No one wants him to go to jail for a super long time. I'm sure there are. But, like, no one wants to make a martyr out of fucking Aaron Imholte, is 100%. What I was trying to think of.
No, and I said it a while ago, and like some of his behavior kind of backs it up. But before he like was just, you know, blatantly violating terms of his HRO, the terms of release. Sorry, I was kind of like, does he want to get a little jail term just to be the shock jock who got
cred?
Well, yeah, the shock jock who got sent to jail. You know what I mean? Like
No, that's a great theory.
And the way he sort of carried on and done everything he can to get himself in jail, like it kind of backs up that theory in a weird way. I don't know. Does he put that much forethought into these things? I can't imagine.
So.
I can't imagine he does. But you know, when he steps out of his last day in jail and he's fully released. There's no more probation and all that stuff. You know you're going to get some wild made up jail stories when he lets his imagination run wild at that point. So yeah, I like the idea of the weekend jail. You know what I mean? So he can still do his show all week and then go to jail on the weekend. You know, I think that would be great for SteelToe and great
it's
for
like
all of
camp.
us.
He's going to come back. He's going to be like Michael Scott in The Office when he was Prison Mike. You want to know why they call me Prison Mike? Like that's going to be Aaron. And also, I'm reminded of this now. It should not. I mean, it doesn't shock us that he's now trying to glom on and liken himself to Charlie Kirk. This motherfucker was telling us, "Oh, they wanted me to kill myself. They tried to kill Abe." It's like, okay, none of that is true.
No.
So I am not shocked in this scenario.
His description.
He keeps getting up and bolting out of the studio, by the way. It's very odd.
Yeah, I know. I've got it playing off to the side here. And I just noticed him walk away. Fuck, what was I going to say? Damn you. What was the last thing you said, NJ? Trigger my memory.
That it shouldn't be shocking that he's comparing himself to Charlie Kirk as he has tried to martyr himself before, saying that we wanted him to kill himself and we want to kill Abe.
Yeah, he's wishing to become a martyr. Like that's like usually not what martyrs do. It's usually one of those unintentional.
No, it happens to you. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, please martyr me.
all of these little events that keep happening, obviously with Imholte's legal stuff, but then you had the anniversary show. Yes, now I remember. I knew if I just talked my way through it for a little bit, I'd remember where I was going to go. Schizo Sean. Aaron's description, like, I could easily put together another Aussie guy clips pretty quickly just on the Schizo Sean relationship, because this is a guy that had a great time at the anniversary show, and Aaron was just like, yeah, man, like, why don't you have a good time? You're already breaking the law, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden he's a paranoid schizophrenic that Aaron does not want to be around under any circumstances, after he spent hours with the guy and fully tried to play down the impact that he had on the anniversary show. I guess what I'll ask you, NJ, like, I think it's a legit question. People talk about how he lives in the now. How conscious, what percentage of conscious of his lies do you think he is, NJ?
Oh, I think that's interesting, the framing of him as living in the now and the way that you pose the question, because I always interpreted that as, okay, living in the now, in parentheses, Aaron Imholte, means lying your ass off.
Yeah.
Like, that's just moving and grooving. Again, it's what I like to describe as Joe Rogan syndrome, which is studies have shown that being in front of a microphone for prolonged periods can lead you to say whatever on the microphone and contradict yourself either that same episode, the next week, whatever, and forget that you are being, exactly. And forget that you're being recorded, that this is recorded and it goes somewhere. How conscious is he of I don't know, I put it at like a 50-50. Some of it, like, yeah, he knows that he's working us, quote unquote. But it's like, it's also, I mean, not to the extent of Chad Zumach. Chad Zumach's really little kid lying. Like, it's like, okay, it's obvious, like, you're not going to get out of the paragraph without us knowing it. But Aaron veers into that, but he thinks that it's more high-minded.
I love watching them evolve. Every now and then you catch one evolving, where you hear the first iteration of it, and then the next day he revisits it and he's just added a little something to it. Like, okay, here we go. Pretty soon this is going to be a near-death experience. I can feel it coming. Cupcakes Corner thank you, Robbie, with American Cupcake. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Will Aaron become Joey C flexing prison cred? It's a good question. Cupcake. I think that's Aaron, right? Like, he would consider that being a tough guy. You know what I mean? Something to show the world that he's got it. I reckon, there'll be a few boxing stories from prison where there was, one guy that was getting off the rails, and Aaron went up to him one day and said, "Hey, kid, you ever thought about throwing on the gloves and boxing?" Yes, Robbie.
I can see him say, well, two things. One, that if it goes that route, he could be like, yeah, after being in prison, I realized I need to mentor the future, next people of America. That, or he's going to go full. I think the HBO miniseries was called like The Night of, and it, like, a lot of it took place in Rikers prison, and it was super graphic. I could see him being like, dude, there was guys getting shivved left and right. I was fighting for my life. But you know me, look at this guy. I'm alive in here, and I didn't get butt raped.
Yeah, they didn't get one blade near me, not one.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, he's the kind of guy, and he did it after the arrests, the Ricada arrests in April. He's the kind of guy that made me stop calling myself a drug addict. Now, hear me out. All right. I, like many, abused drugs in my 20s. All right. Had a good time. Perhaps went a bit over the line sometimes, and blah,
also
blah,
got
blah, blah.
date raped almost.
Yeah, well, that was actually before I got heavy into the drugs.
Oh,
So, yeah,
okay.
I did get roofied at a club one night. That was a rough night. But what was I going with this? Yeah, anyway, they normalized and popularized being a drug addict and an alcoholic. Oh, it's an illness. Oh, fucking blah, blah, blah. And every retarded fuckhead started going, oh yeah, man, like I'm recovering from drugs and blah, blah. And like I became so grossed out by that. I was like, no, I'm not a drug addict. I abused drugs for a while and now I've moved on with my life. You know what I mean? Like it just became everyone, they want to save everyone. And so this is getting back to Cupcake's point. Like he wants to, you know, when he got out of the polycule, he always talked about, oh yeah, people have been reaching out to me and you know, how do you're asking for advice on how to get out of a tough situation with an addict wife and blah, blah. It's like, it's so grandiose, delusions of grandeur, all of that shit. He makes it all so dramatic, yet he hates the drama bullshit. It is incredible to me. Sorry, that distracted me, and there's no need to tell anyone what it was. I'm just an idiot. I don't know, Robbie, you got anything to say?
I've said a lot. Don't be. I'm really paranoid.
See what it is, folks. See what happens.
I'm very paranoid this morning. I'm very sorry.
This morning, just this morning, is it that you're paranoid?
More than usual, I think.
I haven't had to talk you off the ledge multiple times this week. No.
Let's see. Holy shit! This is more than I thought it was.
What? Oh, all right. Here we go. Oh.
Caffeine from all sources, 300 milligrams per can. And I drank this entire thing in like less than 10 minutes.
This might be an all-day show, folks.
It's only 10 calories allegedly, though. God knows what else they put into it, though.
Josie says, did you experience with the roofie the same as Sean? He said he was foaming at the mouth. I think he was drugged. Interesting. I mean, Sean did say he drank a lot. Now, look, this is 20 years ago. So, like, I wasn't as able to hold my booze as well as I am these days. But I've always had a pretty high tolerance for alcohol. And on this particular evening, the night went south within a 3-minute period, like literally on the dance floor, just grooving to, I don't feel so well, to wobbling side to side down a path, trying to, and then making a phone call for someone to come pick me up and then passing out on the curb until someone came and picked me up. So that was my experience. And going by Sean's explanation of his night, I wouldn't rule it out because it does sound pretty similar to my night where all of a sudden, boom, everything switches off. And yeah, interesting theory, Josie. Interesting theory. Should we switch to that, considering fucking Charlie Kirk ruined my whole idea for the show?
Yeah,
I do have clips, folks. Stick around. I do have clips, but I'm not going to fucking shoot my wad early. We said we were going to do a real pro show
today. Just saying.
No, I think it was perfect. Fuck, you keep doing this to me, Robbie.
I thought it was a salient point. Jeez.
Well, I was gonna say about the Schizo Sean content hotel thing. Yeah. Okay, Frank Pellegrino was doing super chat based damage control in Tuki's chat the other night, and this motherfucker was getting lit up, rightfully so, for all of the bullshit. And he was feigning ignorance, whatever the fuck. Because people, myself included, were rightfully asking him. He's saying, "Oh, let me not misquote him, because I took a little picture of it." He was saying that the reason that Sean was escorted out, I let Sean in at Thursday's show without an advance ticket. Wow, mighty white of you, bro. After a chat, I asked him, "Please don't record Landau." He said okay and went in. He was welcome to Friday's show. He had tickets, parentheses. He got too drunk late night and hotel kicked him. It's like, okay, that doesn't... Is Gino Bisconte hotel security for the Villa Roma?
Yeah.
Like,
that's the point of it. That's what's
we're-
being glossed over a little bit here, isn't it? Like, yeah, sure. You all right, you let him in Thursday, didn't have a ticket. Like fucking Carl's already been on streams explaining Carl and Adam Bush last night's show were explaining that they were letting people in just to have numbers because ticket sales were poor. So like very gracious of you to let Schizo Sean in without a ticket. What's with the Gestapo thing? Like that's
well, he then went on to say that Gino and Keanu are his friends. They're not attached, and it's like, okay, I forget who was in the chat. Somebody was like, okay, they're attached to the event, right? Like that's something that we say in the English language. And for him to, and this motherfucker, I really don't think I've done anything wrong. Managing a really large event is a lot of work, whether it's deemed as successful or not. It's like, okay, it wasn't that large of an event. Let's reel it in.
I don't criticize events for like everyone will always say, like SteelToe said it about his anniversary show. Everyone always said it about their events. We had fun, we had a good time. And I always go, yep, and that's all that matters. Right now, if you get video of an event or like it is streamed or whatever, you can criticize the content, sure, but I'm not one to go fuck your event, what a piece of shit. That like you did it, you attempted it, you guys had fun, good for you. But when you act in such a like bizarre is the only word that comes to mind, like particularly Kiki and Gino, but it's obvious that Frank and Chrissy, I think, have a similar fear, and they've probably, to be honest with you, they probably put the fear into Kiki and Gino, but the fear of people seeing your act. Like Gino's been a comic for 20 years apparently, and there's barely any video evidence of it. And you're gonna threaten a dude because he recorded the last time you were at an event, a podcast event, and you embarrassed yourself in many ways. Like these two seem very desperate to the thing they're so proud of. Like, oh, I do stand up. I don't have to stream for a living. We do stand up. Yeah, well, the only time you don't want to be on camera is when you're doing the thing you're so proud of. Those two continue to embarrass themselves, show, I guess, the filth that they are. Like, you're going to post a photo of a dude's driver's license? Like, what are you thinking? And complaining about him filming you, and then you're going to film him when he's drunk and stumbling. Like it's the SteelToe disease.
If only there was some sort of law enforcement for hypocrisy, that would come in really handy right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the law enforcement for hypocrisy doesn't understand what hypocrisy is. So unfortunately, until Stuttering John gets relieved of his duties, the hypocrisy will continue to go unchecked. I've got to say, SteelToe is saying $135 away from Thursday, and we're $1 away from having more than zero. So supertip.gg/USOA. Like I thought we were doing a good show for you guys.
Let's not turn into still. It is a Thursday.
That's my favorite.
I think the problem is people get paid on Fridays. So,
is that what I've done wrong?
Yeah. To be honest.
Well, don't they have those loan till payday gimmicks?
Yeah, let's put everyone in debt by using Klarna or however it's called to help.
You only pay about 39% interest. It's fine.
It was literally covering that on my boys' stream last night. That they Klarna had an IPO and the stock has gone up 15%. And I'm trying to tell him that, like, literally, I saw somebody post that you can at Costco, where I was at the other day. Robbie, it's exactly what you think. you can use their whatever layaway system to finance the $1.50 hot dog and soda deal. So
That's wild.
that's going to
Yeah.
go well.
I enjoy the afterpay gimmick. You know what I mean? That you can pay in for. So like you look at it and you go, oh, well, I'm only paying $33 today. Yeah, all right. In 6 weeks, I've forked out, $200, but right now it's only $33 and it'll be here in 2 days. So let's fucking do that. They're finding better and better ways, much like Aaron Imholte of SteelToe, better and better ways of convincing people to give them money when they probably don't need to. But
It's
they
not
just
just
feel
give
inclined
them
to.
money; it's waste their money is the thing.
Yeah. Well, particularly in the case of SteelToe. I mean, some of the things I've bought through Afterpay have been very helpful to my life or this stream or whatever, But
So if you're door dashing, if you're using Klarna or Afterpay for DoorDash, you might
you might want to
reevaluate.
rethink
100%.
life decisions at that point. If you need to pay your dinner bill in 4 parts,
was there ever a Louis C.K. bit about that Rent-A-Center? Was it him that talked about
think it was.
renting a lamp or something?
Yes, I think it was Louis. Yeah, I can't remember the bit specifically now, but
it's thinking back on it, it's so prescient now because
there's so many things I've never understood renting, and then now as I get older and just the economy is just a big cunt, you're kind of like, it probably is cheaper to rent at the moment because fuck paying a mortgage. And speaking of fuck paying a mortgage, James Bauman wants to help pay mine.
What about me? I'm joking.
Yeah, one day.
I'm joking.
One day. We'll try again. There it goes. Bauman, I didn't think it was possible, but I miss Josh. By the way, this NJ guy is smart.
Is that a shot at us, a shot at Josh, or all the above?
Rules.
It's true, but that's the most backhanded compliment of all time. That's like that's like Carlos Alcaraz backhanded 110 miles an hour.
There was no compliment about it, Robbie. When you talk about backhanded compliment, there was, other than for NJ, there's no compliment for us. It was a backhanded backhand. Anyway, let's remove that. Shit show, thank you for the $1.99. 5 minimum super tip. I'm on a budget, bro. All right, shit show. We take 33 cents of that. And put it towards
I take about 2 cents of that then. So,
yeah, if you're lucky, yeah, that'll somewhere near the.
He's got to do withholding first, Robbie.
Yeah. Do you understand how expensive Manjaro is, by the way? Just saying.
By the way, SteelToe's 135. Well, that's what YouTube says anyway. 135 from the goal, and come on, let's get us there. Let's get us to 135 too. Hey, let's get more money than SteelToe today. Come on, get a rally going. It's war.
Let's start with some chunk plays.
Yeah, all right, some chunk plays. Yeah. A little bit of a dirty 3 yards from our
3 yards
running back.
Pile of dust.
Yeah. And here comes the rally. The rally is on. The rally is here. Aaron the Rat coming in.
Have a grog on me or donate to my have to have a good at her leather Cheerio.
Thank you very much, Aaron the Rat. Holy shit. All right. Now it's game on. It's game on, folks. Just Jewel is answering the call. Babushka. Oh, hang on. Babushka.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Bucks.
Sorry.
You are amazing, Just Jewel. Anytime, anywhere, sweetheart. I shouldn't have said sweetheart.
That's not sexist at all.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have said sweetheart. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I went, that made it sound gross and weird. No,
it was gross and weird to begin with, but yeah.
Some of us get direct deposit and are paid on Wednesdays. Enjoy all you guys do, but get the fuck out of your own head, Robbie. Sorry, but get the fuck out of your own head, Robbie. You're better than that. Thank you, Just Jewel.
I'll take that
You
advice,
are-
but I'm not sure I'm better than that. So I agree with like 95% of what you said.
You are the best, Jill. Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Incredible. So we're nearly there. Just Jill got us most of the way there, but we're not there yet. We haven't hit the 135. So, you know, reach in your pockets. Hang on, let me just do the calculation first. I don't want to cheat about it. So 15, 115,
Don't. Sorry, I found that funny.
$1.99. So 117, no, 116.99 was where we're at. So we're about $20, about $20 away from what Aaron was begging for, or is currently begging for. If we could hit that, we're not getting close to his numbers viewers wise. So if you could spread the, I haven't changed this back. Oops, fucking idiot. This is a pro show.
To be fair to us, we had 0 announcement for this, and we still have 70 viewers, which I think isn't the worst.
No, it's great, but I think if we get word out, like there's a lot of petty people in the Dabbleverse that dislike Aaron, and if the people here now, the 73 that are here, first of all, hit the like button, but start spreading the news, get the petty people here just to annoy Aaron Imholte.
If everyone here just tells like 1 or 2 people, that's all you have to do. That'll double the numbers.
Hang on, Robbie. If you tell 5 people and they tell 5 people and you tell 5 people and then they tell and then you and then you and then, is that what you meant, Robbie? Something
Sure.
like that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, go! Done, says Balmut. You're a
You
sweet
know
out,
what would be
Balmut.
it would be funny in an alternate universe, but it would be like super rude here if we like tweeted, if we just ended the show now and like look how little we had to do compared to Aaron to get the goal.
Yes, stick that up, you fat twat.
I mean, look, akin to that, the other day, the great Karmic X was raging at his chat as he's wont to do. And so, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to shut my chat. I'm going to make it members only. And okay, he tries 2 or 3 times to make it members only unsuccessfully. Then finally does. Then he gets like a 10 spot or a 20. I think it was a 20 maybe from somebody that was like, hey, open up the chat again. And he does, only to end the show like 7-8 minutes later. You gotta love, like, again, Robbie, you're talking about this in a parallel timeline, a douchebag timeline. This shit happens in our timeline.
Yeah. Now, we have hit the goal, but to be fair, Aaron is still 135 away from the goal.
Wow.
So I feel...
No, let's not do Aaron math where we start fudging the numbers and doing crazy
Well, no,
shit.
I just feel like we should always be begging for what Aaron's begging for. You know what I mean?
Guys.
Like we can't just end the game there. You know,
So,
like just because
from
we're so
now
good at
on,
it.
If someone donates 5 to his goal, then we need another 5, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, or if people want to give us another 135, knock it out again, then we can.
Not
refresh
everybody
at
all at
135.
once, right?
Yeah,
That's my
we
favorite.
can just, you know.
Pace yourselves.
But I just feel like we can't just leave it there with the begging. You know, it's a morning show. I've been learning from Aaron Imholte, by the way. Check out Imholte School of Broadcasting. Obviously, after we're finished being alive here today, but another fantastic clip from the clipper that I hired for our channel. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, Aaron's taught me that to have a professional pro show, you need to constantly be begging for money.
100%.
So 135 away, guys. 135 away from Aaron's goal. Now that we've reset the goal, do you want to do a little bit of karmic talk? Because I haven't really addressed. Not addressed. That sounds fucking, you know, so grandiose. Oh, yes, I haven't taken the time to address it yet. No, I find some karmic stuff funny, but for the most part, like I've not shown any interest in it really. Whereas you're much more of an MLC guy, NJ. So there's a lot more karmic going on. And since I don't have a piss break clip of the week, what I'm actually doing right now, this is the piss break throw to NJ and make him deal with it.
Perfect.
Break of the week. Anyway, so NJ, talk to me about karmic, your thoughts, the situation with MLC. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay, I wanna save a little bit of my spiel for tonight. I'm not gonna do a Chad Zumach early plug, but I'll plug it at the end of the show. Yeah, karmic. The kid really jumped. Again, the kid who is like 12 years older than me. The kid really jumped the shark. Many people trace it. Not that it's causal, but remember when he had that big old Blue's Clues chair? He had like a big, like armchair, leather armchair. When he swapped that shit out for a gaming chair, that was like okay. Like some people think that was a divergence point in the timeline. Yeah, he's shooting his mouth off. He's getting into it with the chat, which is a losing strategy. Especially again, it's a losing strategy for Aaron, who has a built-in like radio fan base, what have you. As much as we deride it and as much as we make fun of him for, the numbers are down because it's summer and SteelToe people go. So like as much as we clown on that, like he does bigger numbers than Karmic, and he should, because Karmic started like 6 months ago or that anybody was really paying attention. Now this motherfucker is just no, it's okay. It's for to be laughed at. Yeah, he's getting into it with everyone. KB, I think, realized only because he talked about a Kratom addiction. KB had the light bulb that went off in his head that was like, hey, who's the other guy I know that's a Kratom guy? Yeah. Oh, Ray DeVito. And then it was like seeing Ray, it's like the laser eyes meme, like a dark Brandon KB. Yeah.
You just reminded me of something that I thought of the other day when listening to KB berate Karmic. But just before we get to that, shout out to Ricky Bev. Thank you, Ricky Bev. Coming. Oh, damn it. Who was it? I think it's Painkiller. It might have been Painkiller that said everyone says coming in on Super Tip because Carl says it. And now he's made me conscious of it. And I was about to say coming in on Super Tip. And I was like, fuck. Anyway, Ricky Bev, thank you for $5. When it comes to Pass the Parcel, do you play Lucky Dad's rules or does everyone get a present? That's a great question, Ricky Bev. Obviously, has been forced. Painkiller says it was me. Yes. Thank you, Painkiller. Ricky Bev obviously has found himself watching Bluey, which for those in the know, the tunes that start and end Aussie Guy clips are from Bluey. That's where those come from. I was looking for something that was Australian but not hack. You know what I mean? Not been done to death. So that's what I went with. Anyway, I like Lucky's dad's rules, Ricky Bev. But this day and age, everyone gets a present. No kid wants to get let down by opening a layer of Pass the Parcel and not getting something for it. Oh, these entitled little shits. See, we're covering everyday topics, Aaron. We could do a pro show. I was going to make a point though. I had a brilliant point.
As you usually do.
Yeah. That's right.
K-Max, Ray DeVito. Yeah.
KB. All right. So I've never been a KB guy in terms of he does his live, gets his super chats, and then it's behind the paywall, right? And I'm not getting a membership to watch a show later. That's not that it's dumb, but I understand having members content, but not everything. Like, leave some stuff up for free. Like, please. I've always liked Kevin in terms of humor. I think he's a funny guy, very, very funny guy. I think it felt like the show had gone off the rails, and then something hit me the other day when I was listening to him berate comic and like really question comic. And it was kind of funny to me because like Carl and Shuley pretty much hate Kevin Brennan at this point. And I find it funny because I'm seeing similarities to what Howard Stern used to do. Like all those guys talk about how when there was no guests on that day, it's like, oh, the staff are going to fight with each other. Howard's going to make the staff fight with it. They're going to bring up all this bullshit. And when I was listening to KB and Carmick the other day, and then Felicia comes on and Mr. Kill Everything sitting there goes, suck my dick, suck my dick. I was, yeah, yes. I was like, this has that feel. I'm not saying it's of the same quality of the, you know, the legendary Howard Stern radio, but it's got that same feel to it. And I feel like if Shuley and Carl and that didn't have necessarily personal animosity, that they would see a little bit more of that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, NJ?
Yeah, I again, Stuttering John calls KB a poor man's Howard Stern. I see again in those episodes, especially, even though I think that big like 5-hour Karmic, Felicia, Mr. Kill Everything, it had some very shitty moments.
Of course.
I think that you're definitely right about the, and I've said this about Carl for a while. The show has the vibe of being like an empirical, fact-finding kind of thing. And then you have this motherfucker say that Chrissy Mayer is stunning and the talent is always like this sort of reality distortion field for the people within his group and then the out group. And also in terms of dynamics of a show, I think that's a lot more entertaining. I remember Carl saying, I think at the outset of this little piggy, that he got criticism that they all just sit there and agree with each other, which they do, more so on his show. But he defended that by saying that people don't want to, like, he invites people on because they agree, and people don't want to hear a disagreement. I'm sitting here thinking, like, when the fuck has everybody nodding and saying correct? What about the Howard Stern? What about O&A? Do you remember fondly that was them all saying, yes, and having no beef with each other?
I get your point, and I'm not I'll defend Carl to an extent, but then I'll bring it back to kind of agreeing with you. I think the spirit of what Carl is saying there is we're doing a sort of a roast goof on show where we're all kind of goofing on the same thing. So of course we're all going to agree. But I think where it comes back to your point is when you start talking about real life issues that perhaps you're not in a position to speak on, and you're very arrogant about it and very flippant about it, then it becomes, I agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's why I always try and just stick to things that I think I know about, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's hard. It's a fine line to walk. And I think we're all open to criticism. Like, you know, of course, we're all fair game for criticism. And
Sure.
there's a list of things that I could hand you that I know that people that don't like me, I know like part of the list of the reasons they don't like me. But you know, there's always other reasons that you're not aware of. Sometimes you've just got a voice that annoys that person. That's just what it is, and you can't control that. But I always welcome, like, I try not to be hypocritical. And if it's a situation where you've changed your stance on something, make it clear that you've changed your stance and say, I used to think this, but
Yeah, don't roll with it like you've always felt that way. Which
yeah.
I've seen a lot of tweets lately on multiple subjects that way. It's like, dude, you tweeted last week the exact opposite. Don't fuck around. Don't bullshit us. You know what I mean?
And I always welcome anyone to highlight any hypocrisy from me, any contradiction from me. I want to see it, because if I do it, I want to know about it. So it's like, how did I fuck up that badly that I said the opposite thing? Agreed with the opposite thing. So I always welcome it, and that's what blows me away by how SteelToe can't just accept the honest criticism sometimes. Like, I get it when you're getting pummeled from all angles all the time. There's gonna be sections where you're like, I'm not gonna listen to anything they say. But you need to stop and go, that's good advice. I remember on that show nearly 12 months ago, we're coming up on the 12-month anniversary of SteelToe and I on It's Easy Hello. On that show that day, people were super chatting Slam Piece's name. All right. And Aaron said, Husey, can you stop bringing that name up? And I said, Aaron, just ignore it. Like, don't draw attention to it. Like, now everyone's going to go, what's that name?
My sound effect.
Yeah. And like, he immediately shit on me. You know what I mean? He couldn't accept that little bit of like, hey, dude, like, that's not the right way to go. Like, this isn't me fighting with you. It's like, hey, cool it, dude. Like, it'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen. But he had to shit on me. And it's just that thing. He gets it in his head. This person's the enemy. So whatever they say, I have to shit on, even if it makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, don't bring up that person's name, guy, who I'm going to reveal the first name of 100 times in this podcast.
Yeah, and what did I do? How many times did I react to him calling me Dean? Dean Galloway is my surname. Kiwi Farms, if you're looking. Dean Galloway. See if we can get all of my details doxed on Kiwi Farms too. I know they've been busy lately. But over on Super Tip, someone else has got busy and is doing one of my favorite things, and that is to use the Robbie voice. KFT coming in.
I don't like you. I'm sad because I eat. I eat because I'm sad. SteelToe is my hero. I've learned to love him. Now, who wants to order Thai food?
Okay, that Thai food is elite food, by the way. I'm not going to.
You're the best. You're the best. I yelled damn it because I fucking painkillers in my head because I said coming in, and then I went fuck, and then I talked over the start of it, so we're gonna play it again.
I don't like you. I'm sad because I eat. I eat because I'm sad. SteelToe is my hero. I've learned to love him. Now, who wants to order Thai food?
Very good.
That
one almost sounded like slightly Asian, Robbie, if you know what I mean, like the
cadence.
I think
the cadence,
wow.
yeah. You know, just the way you were delivering it in that, it almost, yeah. I don't
You're
know.
all blurry, by the way. You look like a ghost.
Yeah, you got to schmule your camera.
You literally look like a ghost.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Shit Show says, "Oh no, you related to that Sketty Stealer chip?" No, but I'll tell you a story. The first time Patrick Melton ever yelled at me, it was about, I don't know, a few days after I discovered Nobody Likes Onions. When he discovered SteelToe, it was wall to wall SteelToe. That dude committed, and he got me to buy in as a fan because I was looking for someone to shit on SteelToe. I wish I had done it back then, to be honest with you. I should have committed myself. But anyway, so I was in the chat and I was trying to get something read, you know, because all these people were getting something read. And I finally got him to bite, and he fucking went off on me for about 5 minutes, and it was fantastic. He called my wife a fucking fat slob whore and all this different shit. He didn't know I was married. He didn't know anything about my situation. He was just ranting. And I remember Chip Galloway was none too pleased with me because it was my real name at the time. I hadn't changed it to the Aussie guy on YouTube. So he was ranting at a Galloway, and Chip Galloway was none too pleased with me besmirching the great name of Galloway. And in all of that little storytelling, magnesium linoleum is joining us on Super Tip, and we got some Kiki and Gino.
Bing, bing, bing.
no.
I kicked out Sean for threatening to heckle and film the show. Then I stole his bit.
And I stole his wallet.
I love you, baby. Now flip me over and turn me into a cup holder, darling.
Oh, geez. Nice. Thank you very much. Magnesium linoleum. Love your work. Painkillers coming in. Coming in. It's about time my voice was heard. Carl certainly won't listen. Good show, mate. Thank you, Painkiller. It was funny. Oops. Wonton Robbie. Thank you, just Josh. Yeah, look, I'm someone that reads the comments, and I appreciate good, honest feedback. You know, sometimes people miss the point, you know, and you're like, that person missed the point. There's no point correcting them. And sometimes it's just like you think about it and you go, you know what? He's right. Everyone does fucking say that. And I need to try and change the way I deliver when a super tip or a super chat's coming in. So I enjoyed it, Painkiller. And you've stuck in my head. You're living rent free, my friend. You're living rent free. So well done to you. And thank you for the $5. We appreciate it. What were we talking about? I was talking about the Kevin Brennan thing and the comparison to Howard Stern and his little whack pack, I guess, that he's got going on. This Felicia Karmic thing, it's pretty wild, some of the shit that they're just happy to agree to say on a podcast because Kevin's going to give them. What does Kevin pay them? Is it a couple hundred, like 100?
Around 100.
That's again, this is just clips from Doom or Stalin or whoever it may happen to be. Mostly Doom, I think, when it comes to MLC stuff. And yes, supertip.gg/ I think it's just Doom / Doom. But anyway, listening to Karmic explain that, you know, he's shooting after getting off. Jesus Christ, I can't believe you would say this. After getting off the Kratom, is that how you say it? Kratom?
Yep.
After getting off the Kratom, he was shooting loads everywhere or all over the room.
Oh, yeah. You know, after I was done with Kratom, it was just free flowing everywhere.
Rope. Just ropes.
It's hilarious because, again, apropos of this, I asked Ray when he went live, I asked him, Ray, does Kratom affect your ability to make white?
Yeah.
And Ray's answer was exactly the opposite.
I was gonna say he would be super honest. So
that that was my whole point. He didn't have any knowledge of the context. And Ray said that actually Kratom, he's moving and grooving on Kratom. So this is another weird wrinkle.
Because isn't it? I mean, I don't know. First I heard of Kratom when it was talked about with Ray DeVito.
Yeah.
But like, isn't it supposed to be like a mini meth or something like that?
No, it's an analog to opiates. It like affects the same receptors as opiates, which theoretically, opiates. I know that some people have trouble busting on opiates that they like whatever go a long time without, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, fair enough. I just know with definitely your upper sort of things, you can have problems performing, but there's nothing you want more than to be in the game, you know. So if I guess what I'm saying is perhaps the woman's not up to snuff is more my point. When you're on those level of drugs, I think if the woman is half decent, you're gonna get the game going, you know, like
that again. That's the and it inclines you to believe that again, like some people were speculating that this guy more likely he's on uppers, and again, everything about the behavior doesn't really seem like a guy who's just chilling, like whatever, kind of couch locked, like that does not. And again, he claims that he was joking when he asked her whether the booker or whoever at the Yuck Yuck Hut that they were at in Minneapolis could hook him up with some coke. But I don't know. You watch the video for yourself and determine whether he's
I'll defend him here and the fact that anytime I've ever said that, I've been joking until the bag's produced. So, you sort of throw it out there as a joke, and then you never know who might
trial
whip out a
balloon.
bag. Yeah, so he was just throwing out. What do you say? Throwing some bait in the water, I guess, as it were, if you will, to see if he could get hooked up later on. Yeah, I think coke. I haven't done a lot of coke in my. I probably shouldn't get into it too much, but not done a lot of coke in my day. But I would say it probably was the hardest to perform out of the ones that I had performed on, I guess, as it were, if you will. So yeah, I guess coke would I could see coke being a problem. The whiskey dick, I don't think you'd be able to beat yourself until it hurts, until you bleed, kind of thing. I could see you doing that on coke because you definitely have the desire, but not the ability. But if it's whiskey dick, you don't have the energy to. You'd get dizzy. You'd get fucking head spins the way you'd be thrashing at it to hurt it like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I was pounding my pud to make white to show her that I care.
It's fucking incredible that I know this stuff. And I don't even watch Karmic, MLC, anything. But between these clips and then the shows that cover these clips and all that, word travels around, dude, that you couldn't come, you beat your dick like it owed you money. Shout out Bob Levy. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild that these things are being admitted for $100.
Again, you could not waterboard this shit out of me, bro. Like, again, and then I said that to him when he was on MLC, and he tries to spin it as, the ladies like me because I'm a sensitive sort who's open about his feelings. It's like, okay, bro, I'm what he would perceive as a woke guy. Like, I'm not like Mr. Tony Soprano saying, whatever happened to Gary Cooper? Like, that's not me. Like, I'm pretty open with my emotions, but not that open.
Yeah, I mean, the whole women are into the sensitive. Yeah, they used to be what they call it. They used to call it a snag, sensitive new age guy. That was the early 2000s. Yeah, women love that until you're a little bitch all the time. And for the most part, women actually do still want a man, you know what I mean, that still has a little bit of dignity, respect, and control of things, But in this instance, I think Felicia wants to be the man. So it's one of those, and like there's the whole is Karmic gay gimmick that's going on. Like, I guess is pegging the next step, I guess, is where I'm going. It has that feel to it, right? Like, she's the alpha in this.
It has a grooming feel to it too, even though this motherfucker is 41 years old. Again, when I first saw him, I thought that this guy was younger than I am. But yeah, I guess his naivete, if you will, as it were, means that she's sort of and people said this about his haircut, that she's trying to clone a Pat Dixon in a lab. And what better way to do that by taking like one of his top acolytes and trying to Frankenstein him into a Pat Dixon.
Yeah, Pat Dixon, by the way. What is his special power? What is his wizardry that makes people lose their minds after an emotional attachment to him? This Felicia and Karmic arc, like they're literally hooking up with each other to spite Pat Dixon. and,
100%.
and embarrassing themselves to the community to spite Pat Dixon. Like, that dude's a wizard, man. Like, that's amazing what Pat Dixon's done here. It's great.
Yeah, he's the puppet master. I mean, again, I think that if there's going to start a turn of KB on Felicia, it's their take that I think this was implanted in Karmic by Felicia that, oh yeah, you know, Pat Dixon is working with Doom and paying off Doom. And that, like, because the implication there is that Pat is rolling in dough. Pat made like 1,500 in August, was his best month. Say that he made that much in Super Tip. I don't know. Okay, that's $36,000 a year. That was his best month. It's not going to be that. That's before taxes. Acting like this guy is rolling in dough because that's a prerequisite for your all-encompassing theory that he's the dude pulling the strings, it just doesn't pass the sniff test.
Yeah, and also on that, Doom, what's the rate and what do I need to do to get this push that you give people? I wouldn't mind. Shout out Mindiggity. Haven't seen Mindiggity in a while. Did you hear Calm say he is losing his sex drive? He's 40 and only been with 2. I know, that's insane. I jerked off 4 times today, right? Because the opportunity was there. And I'll do an Aaron Imholte. As a father with young children, opportunities don't always present themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if you get 4 opportunities in a day, it's game on. And I'm 42, so yeah, calm. Dude, come on. Get it together, man. What is it with rural Minnesota? What's going on out there? Although you've got Nick Recator fucking everything that'll move or doesn't move even, you know.
No, that was when I knew that I had a greater perspective on him when he referred to Aaron and Nick Ricotta as city boys.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, again, I'm in North Jersey, I'm in the suburbs. I live in a town of like 26,000 people. St. Cloud is 2 of my town, no more. Two of that. So when he's calling them city slickers.
Do we know the population of St. Cloud?
50 something, not 60.
Wait, 50 something what?
50 something thousand, excuse me.
1,000. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
I was going to make sure how small it is. Yeah, all right. I've said this before, and I said it kind of sheepishly, just because I know it is kind of embarrassing that I'm bringing it up. But now that I know that St. Cloud is 50K, all right, I believe the city of Perth is, I think it's a couple of million people. I did afternoon drive sports talk radio about 10 years ago in Perth. Now, I want to be very fucking clear. It was nothing, all right? It was absolutely nothing. But I was on a station that was broadcast across the entire city of Perth, and I was doing drive time. One of very few references I've made to that. But in reality, I was in a bigger market speaking to more people. In theory, I wasn't speaking to more people. I was speaking to barely anyone, but I was in a market that could have spoken to more people than this idiot. And I've never considered that something that advances me above anyone else in this game. In fact, I rate myself far below many non-professional broadcasters in this game. It's insane that market, and he thinks he's one of the best in the world. It's fucking wild. It's wild, the delusions, man.
Is it Howard, Ant, and then...
Yeah. Well, no, it was Baba. No.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was Baba, Cumia, and Aaron, of course. But since then, Cumia obviously is shit on Aaron a bunch. So although Aaron still rates him up there as one of the greats of all time, he's lost it now. So Cumia is not in Aaron's league anymore. unfortunately, even though he is back on the radio, Aaron, and very successful. One of the few guys that is actually bringing people back to a radio station, which good for Ant. I've always found him funny and entertaining. I got no interest in listening to that show because it's not what I found Anthony entertaining for. But there's still so many people out there that love and respect Anthony Cumia and supported him and have got him back into a position of strength in the radio game. And that's because other than being ridiculously overtly racist on Twitter, Ant's pretty much kept his nose clean with everything else since the self-cutting girl, I guess, that kept getting brought up on WATP today. Anthony's such a difficult topic because I get it. I get everyone's he's a pedophile and he likes underage girls. There's so much talk of him admitting that he likes underage girls, blah, blah, blah. But he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever heard do radio. Like, in terms of comedy, I put him as the best radio guy ever. But he's got so many strong flaws. It's like, you can't really be sitting there going, I'm an Anthony Cumia guy, you know, like it's
like wearing the shirt like a certain guy that we know.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it. But some of the funniest bits ever on radio and some of like all-time great comedians in the room.
Sure.
And Anthony's outshining them. Like, there is no doubt he is one of the funniest people to ever do broadcasting, but he's also one of the hardest people to defend when it comes to real life. Like, it's such a amazing, is juxtaposition the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's interesting that, again, it's not a hot take, I don't think, anymore, that Howard is washed. I mean, he's been on radio for 40 plus years. Like, that's fine. But a lot of the people who rightfully recognize that Howard is washed, maybe if their reasoning is incorrect, whatever, still will sit there and tell you that the last week Anthony Cumia show or him on WABC now, that there's not a lost step from 2005. And it's like, with both of these guys, them sucking now, like, the clips are on YouTube. Like, you can go back to them when they were like, that doesn't retroactively affect all of the laughs from then. But to act as if is not a damn thing changed, it's like,
yeah, it's one of these things that, like, I was a wrestling guy that's huge into wrestling in the Attitude Era, the late 90s, early 2000s. And then I faded out of it. But I got so deep into it back then that I'd always check back and then some really good podcasts would start and all that. Anyway, the talk often becomes like, oh, did The Undertaker taint his legacy by having too many matches too late into his career and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just not a believer in that. Mm-hmm. Like, history is history. Memories are memories. Like, you can't take away the memories I have and the experiences I have. Now, could you go, would you have had more love for him had he not done that? Possibly. You know what I mean? Possibly, yeah. I'd revere him even more. But, like, there is still those memories of, like, no, he's a legend. Like, there's no tainting anything. Like, a legend is a legend. And so, yeah, like you say, with the Opie and Anthony clips on YouTube, like, they live forever, 100%. You know, and it's an amazing thing. But yeah, we can't pretend that that's all anyone could focus on. There's plenty more layers to that onion, as it were, if you will. And look, I feel Opie gets a bit of a look. Opie's a dick. Don't get me wrong here. Opie's a dick. And very disrespectful to people he considers below him, which is most people in life he considers below him. But I think in terms of the Opie and Anthony show, he is judged far too harshly and I agree where I've been listening to old O&A clips, and then Dr. Steve, you got to examine Stock and Patty's vagina. Do that. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Patrice and Bill Burr have been cracking on for half an hour, just making me laugh. This doesn't do anything for me, Dr. Steve, examining this dumb woman's fucking pussy. Like, fuck off, Opie. But there's so many other clips, and like the Louis C.K., Donald Rumsfeld lizard bit. You cannot tell me that bit is as good if Opie wasn't egging Louis on and making sure Louis kept pushing the lizard bit. There's no doubt that Opie was sitting there making sure Louis kept pushing it while Anthony was uncomfortable as fuck, trying to keep Donald Rumsfeld on the line. Like, you can't tell me that Opie didn't contribute to that. As much as he's not a funny guy, doesn't have funny lines, he does have good instincts, or he did. He did have good instincts for radio, and did help create amazing bits.
No, he was it's part of why it's I get a little hypocrisy police on Carl. That Carl doesn't recognize, I guess that Carl sees himself as the Anthony of his show, when he's the Opie of his show, in that Opie was the point guard of that show. Like, without them, it's all candy and like I'm gonna stay up late, and it's like you can't there has to be some sort of organizational moderating influence, so there's structure to a show. But and also, yeah, Ant on his whatever from home Anthony Cumia show covering Opie as if he's that Opie is inane, and like which it is, saying hi to everybody. Okay, you're talking about training your dog.
Yeah.
Like, you're acting like what you're pushing out there of late is miles away from this. These are two boomers.
Yeah, and look, there's something to be said about building that level of success to where there's enough people that are interested in a video of you training your dog. But I continue to laugh at Aaron Imholte for making a video changing a tire on his car, and not even changing the tire, just taking it off and putting it back on again. Because no one in your audience believes you're capable of doing that, because you have no skills in life. The one skill you believe that you're the best in the world at is the one thing that you get relentlessly mocked for, which is amazing.
That was classic.
I have never thought that this audience here today, 98 strong.
It hit 101.
It did hit 101. Thanks, Robbie.
I'm sorry. Were you going to say that?
No, not at all. It actually reminded me to glance over. I don't know if SteelToe is not updating the goal in the YouTube chat, but it still says 135. So we're still 135 away, folks. Supertip.gg/USOA.
If you want to put the over-under on what the viewers today, maybe it's just because, like, it's still crazy to me that we get... I know it's not a huge amount of, but the amount of viewers we get on demand, compared to what we were for like the first 3 years we did this. But I would have put it like 35.5, and we've been over that since like the 10-minute mark. So I just thought that's pretty cool.
No, the growth recently, first of all, is great, and thank you to all the new people that have jumped on. But yeah, we've been hitting some, for us, really good numbers and regular triple figures, which, Aaron would mock us for. But Aaron, if you go subscriber to view ratio, holy shit, do we fucking wreck you? Yeah. we splitting that anus so far open when you go subscriber to view.
Like nothing.
Yeah. He will want to go to jail after seeing the subscriber to view count ratio between your channel and ours. Holy shit, dude. Anyway, more people watch our show than subscribe to it. Well over 10,000 less people watch Aaron's show than subscribe to it. It's It's amazing. Just Josh says the last time Robbie hit 101 was in the second grade. I think he's being generous there too.
I love it because it's like he's here. It makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah. His silent zingers that we all talk over. Fuck, like I've talked over so many Josh zingers, and it's like they're in the moment as well. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't go back to it. It's like it was timing. It had to be then, and I talked over it. I was like, fuck. Oh, sorry, Josh. Try again next week. Anyway, what was I talking about?
We were talking about Ant. We were talking about
it's a potpourri.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that word.
Yeah.
Smorgasbord is another good one.
I do have clips, and you know what? We could get to the clips. Do you want to get to the clips? One's in the chat if you want to get to some clips, or
I've got 1 hour, by the way.
Super tips and super chats if you want us to just keep riffing.
Yeah.
Because I'll riff. I am the James Hetfield of broadcasting. I can riff all day, baby. Early onset Alzheimer's, Dean. Oh,
I actually have till 8:30 my time. I can see. The problem is I planned to do something this morning.
Robbie, just leave when you have to leave. I don't care.
Are you sure?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry. I got to tell the story because it's somewhat funny. I thought we were going at 6:30 p.m. tonight, and so I was like, I'm gonna play MLB The Show for a good 45 minutes, and then I look down at Oz, and I see this little YouTube notification saying we're United States of Australia going live in 30 minutes. Like, well, that can't be right. And so I ask Ozzy, and then I'm feeling like, even before you responded, I was like, oh no. I'm an idiot is what I'm pretty sure I put that, and he goes, yes, you're an idiot, and all I could do was thumb up his comment. Like, yeah, I'm an
idiot. We do need to delve into mine and Robbie's relationship a bit more, because it is pretty wild and fascinating, the fucking impact I have on this man's brain.
That sounds like a good members only show.
Yeah, well, I think we do need to
like the way you think.
Yeah, that's something we need to do, because I'll get boom, 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 like 4 messages. Like I literally put my phone down.
I'm a machine gun messenger. Sorry.
Took the garbage out, come back in, and Robbie has had 5 different emotions and expressed them to me in that time.
You're not exaggerating either.
Yeah, as he thinks and rethinks what I'm thinking before I've even fucking read it. It's amazing. It's brilliant, and that's why I love you, Robbie. And that's why Robbie will always be here on this show, unless I somehow make him, breach.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't see that. You know what's weird is that's better than what I thought you were going to say. Unless I make it big time and ditch him. Oh no.
That's what I thought too.
No. And then
I've got 2 things against that. Okay. A, I'm never making it big time, and B, if I make it big time, I want Robbie to make it bigger time. Like this. No, this thing needs to be known.
My brain is so fucked up that the second you implied what you implied, that actually warmed my heart, because it didn't mean you were ditching me. It meant something completely else.
Yeah. I'd never ditch you, Robbie.
It's good that it's okay that I leave, right?
Yeah, whenever you need to. It's fine.
Yeah, kind of. Speaking of the devil, I got to go to Costco soon. I got to get ready to go to Costco. Was that a pre-show?
That's the important thing. You got to go to Costco.
Well, yeah, because I don't.
Why did our viewers just dip savagely?
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
What happened there?
You doing some Shuli stuff over there? You views fan?
We paid for 33 viewers to disappear at once. That's wild.
Oh, that's just for. Oh, the lovely. Can we touch on this for a second?
The lovely Kim Nick. Can I be sleazy to another one of the female viewers, Robbie, for a minute? Thank you.
It's not up to me, by the way.
The lovely Kim Nicholson.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize there was a $2 next to it. That's bad job by me.
The lovely Kim Nicholson, Kim, if you ever need to prove to Chad that you're getting it, I will take one for the team, my friend.
I should.
I'm down. I'm down. Thank you for the $2. Ducks 2, Beavers 0. 0-2, Robbie.
You know it's bad when your team makes the front page of the Daily Mail, which is what the Beavers did last week when the punter. So it was a terrible. The long snapper snapped it straight into the ground. Like it was like defied physics. So the punter comes up and tries to punt the ball off the ground like it's a soccer ball, hits one of our offensive linemen in the ass, and the Fresno fucking motherfucking State returns it for a touchdown. And then our coach at halftime, they go, "So, Coach Bray, what adjustments do you need to make in the second half?" Well, our special teams is a fucking joke. And he actually said that. And it's just, oh my God. If it wasn't for Beaver baseball, I don't know what I'd do, because the Mariners, they'll find a way to blow it and not make the playoffs. The Falcons are mediocre at best. The Anaheim Ducks are the third worst team in the NHL. The Blazers are so bad I've boycotted.
I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. Oink, oink, oink. The fuck? Cunt. Fuck you. If that's in your Robbie's rage, I quit.
Like, legitimately, I almost hate sports as much as I love it because of my teams.
Can I just stop you for a second? Shit show. That only makes her more attractive to me and it makes it more of a goal for me. So, Kim, you're all mine. I'm coming for you. Robbie, Josie, how you doing? Robbie, fantasy, you don't care about teams as much.
That's true, and that's also very dangerous, because that's the quickest way for me to lose all my money and become a degenerate gambler.
I found out today I'm in a fantasy league that I forgot I was in.
I was nice enough at least to kick you out of ours.
Yeah, well, I told you that
I know.
If you had odd numbers, you could boot me, because I wasn't that fussed on having a fantasy team this year. And then, I saw someone today and I was like, "Oh, yeah, am I in your league?" And he goes, "I just hit go live on the league." I was like, "So I'm in your league." So I guess I'll find out tomorrow morning, just before the game, who I've got on my roster and who I need to set in my lineup. Josie, Robbie, you don't have to play for money, or at least make it stakes you can afford.
That's why the degenerate gambler part was kind of joking. And I do play way too much. I'm in 5 leagues, I think.
Five.
Wow. Yeah, I always try to keep it to 2, but it's hard to turn down people you tangent kind of know, like in the Mountain Militia. So if somebody asks, like, "Hey, can you play in my league? It's only $25 entry fee. We need another guy." It's like, it would be almost a dick move, even though it's a money attached, to say no. And that happened 3 different times within a week span. So I went from being in 2 leagues and being like, "That's good. It'll be like 2 hours of work a week," to now I'm like pouring over shit and wasting like 5 hours a week on this. And I'm like, this feels like I have a job.
Yeah, I check. Well, if I remember, I'll check before the Thursday night game to make sure if there's any problems in the Thursday night game that I sort them out. And then, see, it's different for me because the game starts at like 1, 2 a.m. So unless I set an alarm, I can't be sure that last minute withdrawals.
Exactly. And it seems like
But,
in today's
don't
world. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is I spend about maybe 5 to 8 minutes setting a fantasy lineup from week to week.
Yeah, I do that too, but I have
Am I
money
still
attached
online?
to all 5 leagues. What?
Oh, sorry. I've got the laptop going over here. And that suddenly went offline. And I was like, "Oh, fuck, am I about to go offline here?" But I think... Did SteelToe just finish? Chat, anyone? Did SteelToe just finish?
I have it on. I'm not going to lie. I turned it to FS1. I've been watching sports while talking, which is what caused the sports rage incident.
Well, I imagine that's why this screen would go...
Yeah, that it would go
blank.
black probably.
It says, "Oh snap! Something went wrong while displaying this web image. Could it be that Aaron didn't hit the girl and he
Did he
signed
get
off?"
martyred?
Because that's only a 4-hour show. Let me refresh. I'll refresh. Let's fucking, let's troubleshoot this. It's not panic. It's not panic. Is he like? No, he's live. All right. No, that was a me. See, Aaron, I learned when it's a me problem and not a you problem. That was a me problem. Aaron is small screen reading Twitter right now. You guys interested in what Aaron's doing?
That's a boy.
To be honest, I could play
Yeah,
along, but
he's reading a quote on Twitter. I assume University and Mr. Kirk was speaking in the all right. Why is this on the, we know what happened, idiot. Why is this on your screen right now? Fuck me. I can't believe I refreshed this page.
I was wondering why you were doing that. One last thing is
65 away. Sorry. No, Robbie, I have to interrupt.
I interrupt you all the fucking time. You can interrupt me whenever you want. Take me off the screen, do whatever.
Yep. That's literally what I can do. Is it Micah Mills? It upsets me.
I think so.
It just makes me think of Micah Parsons. And 65 away is the goal,
His
apparently.
back is more fucked up than I thought it was. I thought that was a fake injury. He might not play this week.
Oh, this week. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, he had to have an injection just to play last week.
Yeah. The fucking. I'm worried about the next decade.
Yeah, I know.
Right. You pay a
Hey, you got Kenny Clark though.
Shut up! I was about to get angry.
I'm helping.
No.
Nope. Come on, the Kenny Clark was supposed to piss you off even more. I was trying to be helpful.
He paid an average run-of-the-mill fucking quarterback shitloads of money and then gave away generational talent on the defensive end. Dak Prescott can't win a Super Bowl without a Micah Parsons. The way guys like Dak Prescott win Super Bowls is by having elite defenses to carry them there. You pay Micah. You say, Dak, come on for the ride. If not, we'll sign Aaron fucking Rodgers. Jesus Christ.
Or Justin Fields at that rate. Jesus Christ.
I can't believe, are so deflated. You guys got talking fantasy, and now I have to unleash my football emotions, right? The season was about to start. I knew things weren't going great with Micah. It's never good when a guy just lays down on a fucking table.
That was the
during a
first
practice
point
game.
where I was like, this might not work out after all.
This is a problem. We got some issues here. When I heard of the trade, a season has never been deflated quicker. Because in that moment, they went from a team that wasn't a Super Bowl contender to a team without Micah Parsons. That's it. That's the end of it. The season's over in that moment. They're a worse team without him. Who do you support, NJ? Are you a Jets or Giants guy? Or are you a Philly guy?
I'm actually a Steelers fan. My yaya was from a steel town in western Pennsylvania, and I grew up watching football with her. But my ma is a Jets fan, and my old man, having worked in Washington a few years, was a Redskins fan. But we at home, we would watch the Giants. And my ma is a Jets fan.
Oh, well, fuck the Giants. Definitely.
I don't. That's kicking down. That's punting a midget, to be honest. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. The Giants have won 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I'm talking in since that miracle helmet catch. What have they done?
Well, another Super Bowl after
My
that.
God, why do people hate sports?
All right, Mint Diggity. I know you're a fucking Eagles fan. You fuckhead. Fuck the Eagles more than the Giants,
Spit
by
on
the way.
yourself like Jalen Green does.
Oh,
That was
and,
so
you know-
disgusting. That was such a large amount of spit.
You know what the worst part is, right? Is I'm an eagle. See my little cartoon guy behind me. He's got the gold and blue cap on. That's the West Coast Eagles, the team that I've been obsessed with since I was like 4 years old. And you go over to the NFL, and the worst cunts are the Eagles. I was like, why do I have to love and hate Eagles? You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
They're not the
That's
worst.
not fair.
The Pats are the worst.
We're the worst. Now you
Nah.
almost feel sorry for them.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I
They
can't.
went from so good to so bad, and like it was 0 to 60. It was like a McLaren or something.
For me, it goes so much deeper with Philly than just the Eagles. You know, like obviously major division rival for the Cowboys.
Are you saying you don't like the politics and you don't like the mayor that can't spell the word Eagles correctly? That was an all-time moment, by the way. I don't care politics. If your mayor can't speak Eagles correctly, I don't impeachment instantly.
Good. Completely sports related. As an Atlanta Hawks fan, when the Hawks fucking dished you cunts out in the second round of the 2021 playoffs.
Who?
What?
We don't.
The Atlanta Hawks eliminated the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2021 playoffs in 7 games. Kevin Huerter came up huge in game 7. Trey was very quiet, but hit a bomb late. But anyway, point being, the Sixers, Joel Embiid, he's on the floor. He's laying on the floor more than he is standing on his feet.
Like literally.
Yeah, so infuriating. Ben Simmons, like, embarrassment to Australia. And it's like, he's mostly American, you know, like his dad was living in Australia when he was born. It's not like he's actually Australian. Like, he's piss weak because he's American, not because he's Australian. So there's many reasons for me to hate the 76ers. And then you add the Eagles to it. Like, fuck Philly, man. Fuck Philly.
I gotta go, but
Really? I thought you said 8:30.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's 18 minutes until 8:30.
Costco's like the big deal in my town, so like if you don't get there right away, it's just a madhouse. Which
You
is
know,
kind of...
in your town, we got one Costco in the state, dude. Don't talk to
There's
me about
states in Australia.
No, yes, Robbie.
I thought it's just like Sydney over here and Perth over there.
Well, it is.
Yeah,
but
that is
also-
true. It is Sydney over here and Perth over there. But each of those cities, they're capital cities of states. Yeah. Interesting. Balmer says white guys play basketball in Australia. Interesting. Hey, but basketball, particularly in the 90s, that it was big time over here. Like the Jordan explosion, like Mike, all that shit. Basketball was fucking huge. And then Jordan had his first retirement and off a cliff. And then Jordan came back and they couldn't rescue it. Like it just, when Jordan retired the first time, Australia went, oh, well, we're done with this. We don't care anymore, and like, it's still popular here. Don't get me wrong, but like it was a mainstream, the families around the TV on a Friday night watching the Perth Wildcats, to all of a sudden Wildcats aren't selling tickets, like it just in a matter of weeks, months,
It's interesting because there used to be, I guess there still is, like a Greek dad joke that was like, the greatest basketball player ever was Greek. Michalis Jordanis, he is Greek. But then meanwhile, Giannis comes along, and then it's like, okay, so this is like what used to be a joke on the taking credit for everything meme. It's like, okay, now like it's not as funny anymore because the dude's right there.
Yeah. Just Joel, don't start Don't start.
Oh,
Just
it is
Jill.
very clear.
You gave us $100 tonight, and we love you very much for that. Don't start.
I agree with you, Just Jewel.
But I'm not saying I disagree. My point is, Michael Jordan is literally the most competitive human being to ever exist.
Unlike Pete Rose, I don't think he bet against his own team. I think he just bet on everything.
I don't think he bet against anything other than
That's
the
what I'm
person
saying.
he was competing against.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he bets relentlessly. Yes, Michael Jordan was a gambling addict and probably bet on basketball, but he is the poster boy for killer instinct in competitive sports. Like, he's the most competitive human being to ever live. Michael Jordan, legend. And Just Jill says agreed.
Depends if you consider golf sports. You could put Tiger Woods up with Tiger.
No, not as competitive. No,
I don't know about that.
He let a scandal ruin him. He let a scandal ruin him.
He came back and won again.
A tournament.
A major.
Yeah, he won the Masters once. After he had 60 million back surgeries. All right. Sure.
I'm just saying.
Not on the same level.
And he had to go up and stand next to his mom and go, I am deeply sorry for what I did. I'm a sex addict. Can you imagine announcing to the entire world you're a sex addict with your poor little mom standing there?
It's like karmic, except his ma was just a couple 100 feet over in her house.
Can you imagine announcing your retirement because your father got murdered because of your gambling issues?
I thought you just said allegedly, and now you just completely veered off.
Well, no, because that's
you
what
want to win this argument.
That's what started this conversation. Just Jules' comment about, and it was great work from Just Jewel, by the way, because it was about 3 words that got us going on this. So, no, it was 1 word. It was retirement with quotation marks. Yes, that got us on this. But no, if we're conceding that, Robbie, Tiger had to announce he's a sex addict in front of his mother. Jordan had to announce his father was dead and he's retiring because it's his fault. Like, don't compare. Like,
I mean, you look like less of a bitch saying your dad got murdered. I'll just say
one was very cringe.
Yeah,
one was very cringe.
That's a much more PC way of saying good job.
Got you, bro.
A PC way. How were you gonna say it? I want to know the non-PC way you're gonna say it.
I'm pretty sure I just said it like, if you're looking like a bitch, you'd much rather say, yeah, my dad got murdered than I'm a sex addict, and your little mom, who was like 100 years old at the time, it was half the size of Tiger, just sitting there with the most pissed off look on her face.
Yeah, your small Asian mother.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that was all for money, right? Like,
yeah, but like
Tiger
barely
Woods,
anyone had heard of the things, had heard of sex addiction. His mom was probably like, what is going on?
No, but my point being, Robbie, like, Tiger Woods could have gone on being the best golfer in the world and the most feared golfer in the world if he just ignored all that shit and said, yeah, I like to get my fucking N wet. What of it? All right?
I fuck every Perkins waitress in the world. Who cares?
Yeah, and keep ripping up the golf course. Yeah, all right, he's going to lose millions in sponsorships. That's what that fucking retarded speech was about.
He didn't get a prenup. He was worth $1 billion, and then it got cut in half because of no prenup. He's made it all back since then, but still, $500 million divorce is a lot.
It's amazing. Eddie Murphy it's Raw, I think, not Delirious, but he talks about Johnny Carson's divorce. And it's like, she got a hairdressing job on the side. That's $700 million and $17 that we have.
That's Ape with Aaron.
Yeah. Well, all right, we're getting to the clip. Good fucking segue. Good
Thank
segue.
you.
We're going to get to the clip ages ago. Robbie's going to go soon, but you are 100% right, NJ Ranger. You made me think of something and we're getting to the clip. This is from on our channel right now is the AGC 5 Aussie Guy Clips, of course, 5 Imholte School of Broadcasting. Now, within that clip, there's a clip. If you know what I mean? I know this is getting very meta, but there's a clip within a clip. And I almost wanted to like record scratch on the clip and insert myself into it. And I was like, no, that's not what we're doing with the clips. It's just Aaron talking on the clips. But I had to bring this clip to the show because we need to talk about it. This is Aaron talking about catching up with his kids and seeing if they're okay. And then what it turns into. Now, this is the raw clip that I pulled before I edited it into the clip. So there's a little bit more in this clip than what is played on AGC 5. But the switch that gets flicked here, this is wild to me. I've been saying
Just
wild
asked
a
my
lot.
daughter yesterday.
So I've noticed I've been saying it's wild to me a lot lately as well. I keep picking up on these little things that I keep repeating. Anyway, trying to be a better broadcaster, folks. When you edit together a clip of someone embarrassing themselves as a broadcaster, you really start honing in on the things that you're embarrassing yourself as a broadcaster. But anyway, let's check in on this. He's checking in on his daughter. So this is obviously post polycule. After he'd been taking his kids to as he described, a disgusting drug den where there was partner swapping going on, etc., etc. So he's checking in on his daughter after he's, turned his life around.
And I just asked my daughter yesterday. She was sitting down here.
So do you hear that? Like, it sounds like a man that's about to cry, doesn't it? This isn't fake at all. It sounded like a man that's about to cry.
And I just asked my daughter yesterday. She was sitting down here. We just played kickball. She was sitting down here.
All right, so he's out of it already. You've heard it. You've heard the change. You've already heard the change in the tone. Like, look, it's almost tears into. Now I'm just telling a story.
Just asked my daughter yesterday. She was sitting down here. We just played kickball.
Boom.
She was sitting down here. How you doing with everything? Everything that's going on. How are you doing?
She now he's going to try and turn it back on.
Sad sometimes.
So he's now he's going to try and turn it back on because it's getting sad again. He's remembered. Oh wait, she's sad, and I'm trying to get that across to the audience. So he's going to turn the switch back on.
I'd like to enter in for the record. He is wearing his Amazon, aka Tit Window shirt.
Yes, indeed.
Everything that's going on. How are you doing? And she goes, I'm sad sometimes. And that always.
All right. Drink it in, folks. Really drink this in. So this man was taking this girl to a home that she didn't want to go to and expressed that to him, which made him finally stop taking him there. But she was uncomfortable in this house. She then finds out that her stepmother's been arrested on cocaine charges and that her dad was involved in all that as well. And hey, that was the house we used to go to where they got served with a warrant and got busted with cocaine. His daughter's going through all of this and he checks in on her, see how she's doing through all of that. All right, let's see where this story goes.
And that always, as a parent, that always sucks. To hear your kids say, your kid's very young yet, but my oldest is 10. The one that Patrick Melton made.
Whoa, what? Just watch this switch flick.
And that always, as a parent, that always sucks. To hear your kids say, your kid's very young yet, but my oldest is 10. The one that Patrick Melton made.
That is chilling.
That is kind of, yeah.
That is wild. I did it again. That's holy shit. Now, there's two things that can be drawn from this, and there's only two possibilities here. One, this dude is such a snapshot of emotions where like things can turn on a dime. The trigger can be pulled at any time, which is really scary. Or he saw an opportunity to take that sweet little 10-year-old that he exposed to drugs and sex culture and all that shit. That sweet little 10-year-old, I can drag her up in front of everyone and say, look what Patrick Melton did to her. That's best case scenario here, Aaron. You're either what's the word? A impulsive psychopath. Sociopath, that's better. Yep. Or you're holding your daughter up for the internet to expose. Interesting. Let's see where it goes.
And that always, as a parent, that always sucks to hear your kids say, your kid's very young yet, but my oldest is 10. The one that Patrick Melton made comments about, disgusting sexual comments about.
Yeah, that's
not only that, a guy who sent weird, creepy messages about a 14-year-old girl too. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to take moral indignation from someone who did fucking egregious things regarding children.
Now again, as we just pointed out before, I wish I had the drop on hand. A bullet of coke next to my daughter. A bullet of coke next to your daughter, Aaron. Having to have your 10-year-old, this sweet, sweet, innocent 10-year-old girl, she had to tell you, we don't like going to that place. Now, how do I know this, Aaron? Did I do a deep, dark research the internet to find out that that's what your daughter told you? No, that's what you told all of us that your daughter told you. Who's done egregious things with kids, dude? What?
Also, what the fuck is he talking about? The creepy messages about a 14-year-old girl. That I have no.
So that one I am familiar with. Muttering Jay pulled up. So Patrick deleted the tweets, but he was obviously in some sort of back and forth on Twitter. I believe this is about 10, 12 years ago. And he said something about, I believe there was some sort of rape threat or something.
Oh, no.
And then someone came in and said, you realize you're talking to a 14-year-old or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, look, I don't make rape threats. I don't condone it at all. I'm not defending Patrick for making a rape threat. But we can also all understand that sometimes you're a keyboard warrior and you say extreme shit that, just to get a reaction out of somebody. But, when it's your enemy and you're at war, you got to make sure you milk it for all it's worth. Just Jewel coming in with her membership milestone of 4 months. Thanks for 4 months, Jewel. This show was post Ashley court docs and Kiki left. That's good point. That is about right. We all know, obviously, there's the steel toe thingo and the whiteboard behind. So we know this is... When did he put the new sign up? I know it was early this year. He hasn't done all 2025 with the new sign, has he? No, that was... Fuck. This time is blurring into just one. Like, it's hard to remember. Like, I can't believe it's over... it's a year and a half since the Ricadas got arrested. Like, it's
or as Chad said, April has been arrested with the Ricardas.
Yeah. Yeah. Robbie, do you need to go? It's 1 hour 58. All right, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna hold on for a minute, about a minute and a half, because I need a second piss break tonight, and you're gonna say goodbye to the audience while I get back from my piss break. Ready and go.
Oh boy. You can find me at Mariner Robbie on X. It's never too early to plug. Wow, that sounded gay. Mariner Robbie on X. You can find us at Official USA Pod on X. I could say you could find us on YouTube at United States of Australia, but that'd be very redundant. But I just said it, so it is redundant. Yeah. You got anything, NJ Ranger? I'm drowning here.
I got. What are you gonna pick up from Costco?
A bunch of stuff. It's always one of those things where you're like, see, that Klarna thing would be dangerous at Costco.
100%.
Because like, it's not hard to be unless you're using a calculator or something, or if you have to. But all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's $400, but you just pay $100 every 2 weeks, something like that. Because you see some crazy bills come out of Costco. So
big time. I'm pissed that they don't. They gotta start accepting MasterCard. Your boy has MasterCards, no Visa.
Yeah.
That was amazing, Robbie, by the way.
Amazingly bad.
You plugged your own Twitter twice. Like, 2 of the first 3 things you said was your Twitter.
I was drowning. What do you expect?
That was amazing. It's amazing how long 60 to 90 seconds is when someone says you got to talk and fill the air for 60 to 90 seconds. It really hits you fast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all
it
right,
does.
fuck off. Go away.
See you guys.
See you Sunday.
Bro.
Wait, I'm not here Sunday, by the way.
Oh, what? Did you hear
I'm
that,
at the
folks?
coast. There's no Wi-Fi there.
He's wow.
Pineapple, it's your chance, big dog.
I told you this. Don't do that.
All right, Robbie.
Now I'm gonna feel bad, even though I'm still not gonna show up because I'll be on my way to the coast.
You see how easy it is, folks? Like, it's
No,
that
it is-
easy.
I was going to say it's that easy
that
for me
easy.
to quit, and I was going to say no, but you're just saying it's that easy to get in my head.
Yeah, that easy. See you, Robbie.
See you,
See you
guys.
when you feel like
Bye-bye.
showing up again.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, we have fun.
We have fun here. We're just doing a pro show, a real show. It's still $45 away from the goal, by the way, and have not seen any movement on. We had who'd we have? Kim Nicholson, although that was over half an hour ago. I mean, I think we've been pretty good the last half hour. I think it's been a solid half hour. I think we've been pretty good. So, not being rewarded with the money, it would seem. I don't know, NJ, does that deflate you a little bit? Thinking you thought you'd done a good job, right? And
I thought that that's my that's my favorite recurring Aaron bit is the what Jesse PS would call the grint. But it's in a self-piteous way. It's like, oh well, I thought we did it again, self-piteous, but at the same time self-aggrandizing. I thought I did a good show. Oh, we did an hour of Tim Walls. It's like, oh well, then why not money me? Like it gets me every time.
No, it is brilliant. And answering the call is the great Husey. And Husey, we're coming up on a year. Can you make it happen again? Can you get me and the toe back together? We're coming up on the 1 year anniversary. I think next weekend. I know it was like mid to late September. I don't remember the exact date. But if you look at my YouTube subscriber graph, it spikes around about that time. Anyway, Hughesy's here on Super Tip and doing one of my favorite things that you can do for me on Super Tip.
Don't tell anyone my hat used to also have a DINNE written on it, but I got hungry and ate my hat. I don't like sneaky N words. Don't tell anyone my hat used to also.
Robbie, come on.
I accidentally clicked that twice, but it was only $5, so Hughesy didn't deserve it to get it fully played twice. And of course, Hughesy doxed me, which caused Aaron to overly dox me. I didn't want anyone to know my name was Dean. Ugh. It's fucking ruined my life, that is. Why you do that, Aaron? It does. It is kind of a little bit annoying though when you're hoping like one of these bigger shows where you can get a drop. Like I know you do that for your show, NJ, your intro. I'm one of them in your intro where people are shouting you out on their shows and all that. So when you're hoping to get a shout out from one of the, you know, bigger creators in the Dabbleverse and they go Dean, it's like, oh, that's okay. Thanks.
Counterproductive.
I guess that helps too. Keep doxing me. Appreciate it. Anyway, you want another clip?
I would love one.
These are the clips that I had for our last Sunday show that we never got to because I had so many clips. And yeah, this is older stuff. So we're going to get into... this is back when April was on the show. And I was going through a video while I was looking for clips for something else. And it just kind of grabs your attention sometimes. You grab the clip you want and then you listen a little bit longer and go, oh, there's something here. Like this is interesting. Obviously the abuse allegations came out, midpoint of 2024. That stuff got leaked, and it's always fun to go back and listen to April and Aaron exchanges before you heard of these allegations.
And she'd leave you for me. Why'd you bail on DabbleCon? See, that could be a good fan fiction thing.
Toast.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure this was the birth of fan fiction. I remember what happened. I had a plan for a clip, and I may still do it, right? I had a plan for a clip of finding all of the fan fiction, quote unquote, that Aaron says is fan fiction, and then seeing how much of the fan fiction turned out to be true. You know what I mean? So I'd punched in fan fiction as keywords and I was looking for clips, and I think this is January 2023, they got themselves onto the idea of fan fiction was a thing because they were hammering the words fan fiction, and it's all ridiculous stuff like they're, playing with the audience. Now it's Aaron's way of denying, the obviously insane truth that's going on in his life. So they're talking about fan fiction. That's these two. I think actually this is them getting a divorce was the fan fiction, but anyway,
fan fiction thing.
Toast.
Yeah.
You're
gonna go for toast.
That is my favorite fan fiction ever. Is that even if I divorce Aaron, like clearly I'm picking one of you, right?
And how about the fact that the fan fiction all starts with her divorcing me, as if I wouldn't lay the fucking hammer down.
It seems interesting in hindsight, doesn't it?
Watching old clips, there's an element of, as we would say in the gaming sphere, of New Game Plus, where you start the game over with all your crap unlocked, or like old, again, Metroid is the prime example of this, where like, okay, this door is purple. It's not going to be able to be unlocked until you get the purple arm cannon thing. Now watching these with all the stuff unlocked, it's like, okay, we can go to secret areas that we weren't able to before.
I remember playing Doom 2 when I was about 15, whatever it was, and just getting wrecked constantly. And then someone gave me the cheat codes to where you had like unlimited, like unlimited health and all of that. And then you just go through blasting everyone. That's going back on Aaron clips is like having the cheat codes to Doom 2. It's like, you keep bragging about that thing that is about to fall apart. That's really, really good, Aaron. That's perfect.
I tell you what.
Somehow that makes me nervous.
Right?
Like you'd just be evil about it.
It's just like,
wait, what? Let's wind that back. What? They're talking about a divorce here, right? So Aaron obviously made the joke about smacking her around. We know he didn't smack her around. He just choked her a little bit and fucking little bit of a fucking forehead to forehead content
of the kids.
Yeah, just a little bit of a forehead touch, just a reminder that you don't want the full forehead action. But anyway, Just let's hear what April said about their potential divorce.
Starts with her divorcing me, as if I wouldn't lay the fucking hammer down. I tell you what.
Somehow that makes me nervous.
Right?
Like you would just be just evil about it.
It's just like,
Somehow that makes me nervous that you would just be evil about it. What do you think, Abe? You think maybe he'll go online and relentlessly call you a coke whore? Something like that? You know, tell all of your deepest, darkest secrets while shoving divorce papers in your face, just getting you to sign over your rights to SteelToe Morning Show, which you could have had half of, April. That's the one thing you could have taken. It's the one thing you could have done, April. I can't believe Ricada let that go. That's one reason I don't like Ricada. How he let that slide. She could have got half a SteelToe. Oh.
If we learned something in the past year, which we've learned many things, we learned that Nick Ricada is no Thurgood Marshall. He's not the brightest. Again, he might be your guy to break down the Johnny Depp case or Kyle Rittenhouse, but again, in practice, he can't show up to court for a speeding ticket.
Now, and you know, not to sweep for Ricada, but at that time, to be fair, he was doing a lot of cocaine and ketamine. So, you know, I won't necessarily judge his law skills based on that time period, but and plus he'd been arrested. I think at this point he'd been arrested on cocaine charges. So perhaps not necessarily too worried about April's divorce. To be fair to Nick, he really fucked up his own life at the time. So he couldn't really deal with her life fuck up, I guess. Just me being fair to Nick Ricada.
Yeah. He has his own stuff going. What is it? Be kind to strangers because everybody's fighting a tough battle.
Yeah. But we sweep for Nick Ricada around here. We don't think he's a complete fuck up. Anyway, let's continue, Aaron.
Take you for everything you've got.
Fucking show you, bitch.
You piece of shit. You can go smell all the Negroes you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. All right. Someone stop Husey. Husey doxed me in the chat. Can you believe Husey did this? What a fucking scumbag. Taylor, where are you? How have you not blocked Husey from our chat? What the fuck? That's fucking wild. Anyway, that again, you know, like Aaron reveals a lot when he's not meaning to reveal a lot. I know he does lean on the just blacks, ends, blah, 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 you know, but this took an interesting turn, I feel.
I'll take you for everything you've got.
Fucking show you, bitch.
You piece of shit. You can go smell all the Negroes you want to. I don't give a fuck.
It just... there's a story there. There just feels like there's a story there. They were out at a bar one night, you know what I mean? And a black guy had some nice cologne on or something. You know, like there's something there.
I actually think it might be fan fiction. It might be Aaron's fan fiction.
Yeah, well. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Wonder how many. Anyway. We don't need to do cuck humor. Next one. A little bit of insecure Aaron. And I know this is something that Melton said very early on in his SteelToe coverage, was you put your wife or your partner on air with you, things are going to come out. The things that you're not comfortable coming out are going to come out. So this is, again, this is early 2023. I think it's like January, maybe February. I think it's January 2023. So we're talking about 15 months before the divorce, and about 9 months before they met the Ricadas. little things like this were happening on the air.
You weren't getting laid. I said no more kisses.
Then we're done with this conversation. So now we're just gonna have no kiss sex? That's a weird kind of sex.
God, you're remarkably bitchy today.
That's a weird kind of sex.
You started the show with bitching that I kissed you in my sleep.
I didn't bitch. I wanted to know what brought that on.
You hear that?
Yeah, this is we're seeing some stuff telegraphed here.
Imagine living with this man. Again, we're going back.
Show with bitching that I kissed you in my sleep.
I didn't bitch. I wanted to know what brought that on.
So you're insecure.
No. I just.
Oh, April. Oh, that's going to be a headbutt. That's going to be a headbutt after the show. Oh, why would you?
One of these days, April.
You just emasculated him, April. Yes, he's exposing that he's insecure, but you're not supposed to validate that feeling.
My sleep.
I didn't bitch. I wanted to know what brought that on.
So you're insecure.
No. I just wanted to know, like, where the fuck did that come from? Just trying to have some fun on my show. God damn it. MSO says, well, she
trying to have some fun on his show. You brought up something that clearly made you uncomfortable. And now you're mad at April for making it uncomfortable. You took us down this road, Aaron. But he's got a chatter to relieve the tension. Let's get away
damn
from
it.
this.
MSO says, well, she does have nicer tits than you. Damn. I really thought I was in the running.
Somebody said I should wear Victorian dresses every day. How fun would that be if we dressed like old-timey? Wait, are
great instincts, Ape. This is, and let's not get it wrong, this was the peak of SteelToe on YouTube. Early 2023, they were raking it in. Chandler was dropping fucking hundreds and 200s and shit on him to hit the goal, all that. The goal was a cruisy adventure. This is what he had alongside him and thought she was top-notch broadcaster.
This is every day. How fun would that be if we dressed like old-timey? Wait, are those the ones with corsets?
Yeah.
You should wear one too.
Oh, not with the way an end's ribs hurting today. Probably not going to wear a corset.
Just, yeah. We tried to do a real pro show today, and we weren't able to do it, unfortunately. But this is a real pro show here. NJ, you ever thought of wearing a corset?
I probably do have the tits for it. I'm probably bigger than April. I would rather. I'm not a hat guy, but the kind of steampunk top hat with goggles on it. Maybe that's a move.
Well, what I will say is the stuff they've got for women these days, like, what do they call it? Oh, fuck. What's the word? Shapewear.
Mm.
The shapewear they have for women, like what you can put underneath clothes and like push your body into, like, women can push like a fat gut up into giant tits these days. You know what I mean? With this shapewear and stuff that they use. I could do that. I could have like really good cleavage shot if it wasn't for how hairy my chest is.
I'm with you on
you
that.
know, I cannot get a good sexy cleavage shot when I've got such a hairy chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the way.
Kim Nicholson says, no, we can't. I know you can, Queen. Huh? I know you put it in all the right places. Just for Painkiller, coming in on Super Tip is Howard Stern Show royalty. I believe it's the same one. Is this Gonzo Shitcock? Toe yesterday was like Walter Cronkite asking for donations for his coverage of the Kennedy assassination. That's a solid contribution there, Gonzo. Hey, Gonzo, thank you very much. I keep forgetting. And so thank you for super tipping to remind me to thank people that super thanks. We've had a few super thanks lately. I think Hogarth was the name that super thanked the clip that I put out. And then Gonzo was super thanked a couple of times on live shows. And unfortunately, I've forgotten the other names. I apologize to those people that I've forgotten your names. But yeah, it's great to see after the fact, after the show's been live, someone watches the show and goes, hey, you know what? That was fun. Here's $5. Here's $2. Here's whatever. So, yeah, Gonzo, thanks for joining us live here today, and thank you for the $5 and very excellent point that you brought with you on that occasion. But also, thanks for your super thanks. Have I said thanks enough? Do I say thanks enough? I never want to be the toe. Like when he goes from, guys, we're $25 away. We got to hit that goal, $25 away. And then he gets $20 and then goes, we take 14 of that, $17 away for the guy. You're like, dude, like, you've just made that person feel worthless.
Between that or getting the $20 and then immediately back to beg, like you thank them in one sentence. And now we're back to our regular scheduling programming of I need more money. Like that, Jesus Christ.
Doesn't even finish the sentence most of the time before he's like, we're still 45 away. That's the start of a rally. Yeah. It's one of the things that he's a little bit uncomfortable as a streamer. Like when you get to this point of super chats and we've got super tip, obviously, thank you, Moody and Patrick Melton. But of course you want it. You know what I mean? Like I will never discourage people throwing me money, but it is one of those things where you're like, how can I need to be thankful enough. Like I need to address it in the right way. Like you get in your head so much of like, did I thank that person enough? Like that was really generous. No. Did I thank that person more than I thanked that other person who gave us more? Like you do get in your head. And that's where sometimes I envy Aaron by going, he doesn't give a fuck about you and your emotions. It's just like, all right, you got me a little bit closer to the money I need. So thanks for that. Now I'm going to ask people for more money that I need. So, yeah.
It's the downfall of being genuinely appreciative and thoughtful is that it's not just my next money. It's like you're again that's the bad side.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie to you, folks. I need the money. I'm not too proud to say I need the money. So supertip.gg/USOA. And you know what? $2 Dan's here, and he's not even giving me $2, which is just fucking devastating. But hope your internet is better than Winbuy's. Oh, so Winbuy 2 did take my audience. Well, go screw Winbuy 2. Who is Dean? How dare you? How dare you dox me? Why do you guys keep $2 Dan is doxing me and he's not even putting $2 on it? Fuck you, $2 Dan. Queefer, Jesus Christ, you and your name changes. Queefer Adams Bush #1 fans Totherland. Holy shit. Is that Mexican pesos? Is that what that is? Yep. Thank you for your 20 Mexican pesos. Wow, you can fit Robbie square on one of NJ Ranger pupil. Whoa.
I'm like, fucking
shots fired. These are serious allegations, to be honest with you.
That I'm on PEDs.
Yes. That's that makes me uncomfortable. I don't know if I want to be associated with you anymore. It's very controversial. And $2 Dan, here's your official $2 Dan contribution, mate. Thank you, $2 Dan. We appreciate it. It just wouldn't feel right if I didn't get a $2 from $2 Dan. But no, go check out Nice Podcast Stupid. He's a I don't know if he's a good egg. I don't know him, but he does a good show. and he has a good time. And if you like Doubleverse stuff or MLC stuff or whatever, Dan might scratch your itch. Give him a shot. Nice podcast.
He's Karmic's confidant whenever again Karmic shits on him, and again Dan trolls him, Karmic shits on him, and then he gets booted from MLC, and then suddenly, oh my god, this is my best friend. Oh, Karmic, what are we gonna do with you, bro?
I'm SteelToe is he still live, or is that no, that's ended, right? SteelToe's not still live, is he?
I have no clue.
There's still video playing on this screen, but it doesn't look like there's anything live going on. I'll refresh it. I'm going to refresh it.
Okay.
We're going super long, and no, he's still live. He's still going.
What the fuck is he doing?
Should we snipe?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Oh man, Michaela says no. Michaela says no. Josie says, did he forget to end stream? All right, well, I'll refresh the screen. Hang on, what time was this? These fucking... Says 188 watching. Started 5 hours ago. 178. The number just changed. I'm refreshing again. It says he's still live. It says he's still live. Should we snipe him? One's in the chat. Do we snipe? Oh, that's fucking open on my laptop. I'm going to have to fucking open a tab on this. When you got two computers running at once, folks. Yeah, I'm becoming big time. I've got two computers running at the same time here. Fucking dealing with this shit. All right, so I want to open a YouTube tab. Ranger, talk to the peeps.
Yeah, so how about that Chad girlfriend? Am I right? That Chad's totally real girlfriend and his nice new apartment.
I totally believe that he just got back together with that chick that he dated 15 years ago.
It's, if anything, it's almost too believable.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. All right, no, he is still live. He is. Oh fuck! I need to shift that over there. There we go. I need it on a different screen so I can control it. All right, let me share. Oh yeah, we got ones in the chat too. Yeah, Kim Nicholson says you'll be done by the time you get to it. Yeah, you're right, but I'm working on it. All right. Where does America go from here? Share. Is it happening? Oh, now I've got to add it to stage. There we go. And now I've got to press play.
You said white.
Let me go to live.
We're not sure that that's necessarily white yet.
There we go. My first snipe, everyone.
Doesn't look trans, though. Doesn't look like blue-haired and overtly like super libby. Fauci's pangolin gifting a membership.
How many seconds was that? Was that
the first thing that he said was we can't see well enough to know that it's not is white or not. Okay, so that's our coloreds. Then immediately into trans. You can't make this up.
That's incredible. Queefer Adam Bush's #1. Adams, fuck you, Queefer. Queefer Adams Bush #1 fan, Totherland, with his Mexican pesos. Do a staring. Oh, wait, is that coming up? There we go. Do a staring contest with Bush, NJ Ranger, and Schmuel. That's a good one.
I never noticed that about Adam Bush, but I'm not a watcher.
Do you know what? Adam Bush is a human Muppet, and that's good. That sounds very disrespectful. His head, his face, is how a Muppet's face, like expression, if you know what I mean. Like you could easily morph Adam Bush's head into a Muppet head. I think he's not a Muppet in terms of like he's very intelligent.
Yeah.
I think he has an understated humor that perhaps not everyone gets all the time. But I enjoy Adam Bush, but I think he's got a Muppet head. Like it was a head made to be a Muppet. I hope that made sense.
And
Nobody
now
watches the show
you're
anyway, who
giving
cares?
you're giving Shuley idea for his next
Next puppet. Yeah.
mm.
Well, in this case, it would be a Muppet, not a puppet. It's not quite a mop. It's not quite a puppet, but man. And answer your question, I don't know. Back to Toe.
Ship to Goat Choker.
Live.
Bye. And I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon.
Ah! He cucked us. He fucking cucked us.
Now, again, if we were Chad, we would then say that he ended the stream because of the snipe. Yes.
Yeah. No, it is, at this point, it is very clear that Aaron is terrified of me. It can't be denied anymore. Now, I understand that most people don't care or think about me, right? I understand that. I'm a very small name in the Dabbleverse. You know, started getting to, me 1,500 views on episodes and stuff, cracking over 100 live viewers. On the rise, but still very, very, very small. But there's one thing that sticks in Aaron's craw, is that he embarrassed himself as a broadcaster in my presence.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to draw attention to that. He doesn't want to remind people that that's the guy that I flipped out and embarrassed myself. So he is so shit scared that I get attention. So just please, folks, those of you that are here, don't go tell him that I think he's afraid of me. Don't tell him that, all right? Because I like being under the radar. I like just, having my little fun and games. I don't want anyone to let Aaron know that I said he's afraid of me. And that's why he never brings me up, even though he sees every clip that I'm putting out lately. You notice how he's talking a lot lately about people finding old clips, searching for days, finding old clips. Yeah. He mentions corn diff. Don't mention me. I know you get tagged in every clip, Aaron. I watched Aaron Imholte quotes tag you in it today. I forget who it was on the last post for my last clip, but I see you get tagged in it, dude. But all this talk about clipping and no mention of me.
You gotta love Aaron beefing with a sentient ear of corn. That's like,
yeah.
That again, that's to the new Stuttering John is hack, but it is very reminiscent of Stuttering John and that potato.
Yeah,
like
it's so funny when he's like the other day he was going off at Aussie Mark. And I got a little bit of a fucking dopamine rush at that point. You know what I mean? It was like, Aussie Mark is your little fucking, that's how you send your little message there, Aaron. Don't remind everyone about Dean, because Dean made me go into some weird trance where I embarrassed myself. Yes,
that was a little kid style meltdown, and thankfully that brought me to watching your show.
Oh, that's lovely. And then it brought you to being a co-host on the show and helped carry it through the last half hour that Robbie just fucking disappeared on. Hey?
He's knee deep into some pizza right now. Hopefully,
he's probably barely knee deep in the car park. To be honest with you, he hasn't been gone that long. Oh no, it is half an hour, isn't it? All right, we'll do one more clip before we go. All right, two more clips. Two more clips. It's the troll. I just opened the file and I saw the troll and then the troll 2. So we gotta watch the troll and the troll 2, right? I don't 100% remember what it is. I got a vague idea, but let's just let it play out. Oh God, I changed the settings and I forgot that I changed the settings. And so I hit play and then it's like, I gotta hit another button.
You get cut off from the kisses.
We don't speak D Matter says Aaron can't handle the pressure from the trolls. I believe we were just having fun with tits for like the last 5 or 10 minutes, but whatever
Wow.
you need to tell yourself, buddy.
This all happened because you made.
What do you mean you know, tell yourself, buddy?
It's
the
like
hype
Stewie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you say I'm being bothered by the trolls?
Yeah, gonna write yourself a beginning, a middle, and a conclusion. Yeah. That's a great call, NJ. That's a great call. So that's, Aaron's not bothered by the trolls. HRO. Not bothered by the trolls at all. But that's what are the something D Matter, I think was the name.
Yes.
Anyway. Again, we're not big enough to really have trolls. We have the occasional person pop in that talks some mad shit, and usually Robbie laughs and brings it on screen. And I go, oh, fuck, this person's not pleased. And we have a good, like, I hate to sound like Aaron Imholte, but we have a good time with it. Like, it is genuinely fun when someone goes, just launches some vitriol at you out of nowhere. Like, that is enjoyable. But I can understand when the vitriol is being launched daily, perhaps hourly, I can understand where, it could start to weigh on you and all that. But point being is, I couldn't name a person that shits on me. Like, I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying I couldn't name them. You know what I mean? I couldn't pick them out of a lineup. I couldn't pick their screen name out of a lineup. Aaron knows them all by name and knows when they're a troll, except, of course, when he doesn't know they're a troll. But anyway, this is the same chatter coming back again. Now, we played the clip earlier where April said, you're being so insecure and all that. And we all kind of went, oh, fucking April. What are you doing? You're going to get a headbutt for that one. So we all kind of went, yeah, April's dunking on him a bit. Mm-hmm. This is Aaron at his best. This is potentially my favorite Aaron. When someone calls him out and he just takes the upper hand straight back.
Tiresome.
You know what? I figured it out. We don't speak D Matter is new to the show, and he doesn't understand that we're all fucking with each other. He's like, chat got Aaron gassed. She just violated you, you soft shit.
Now, Aaron says his chat's the funniest chat. You know what I mean? Like, we all suck at making fun of Aaron. You know what I mean? We're all fucking mentally ill, and we just fucking shout out our spurgish thoughts. We don't actually have jokes or funny comments to make. His chat is very funny. Now, this to me, let's go back, sounds like a fan just ribbing you a bit.
Each other. He's like, chat got Aaron gassed. She just violated you, you soft shit.
Like, NJ, if you hit me with a zinger and then someone in the chat went, oh, fucking NJ just violated you, bitch, I'd be like, yeah, he fucking did. He fucking crushed it. Great line. You know what I mean? No. Let's see what Aaron does.
Hey, we don't...
Shite.
Oh, shite. Hey, we don't speak D Matter. We're all... Don't see, this is what I hate about this.
Don't tell him.
Yeah, I don't want to break down the fourth wall, but this guy's like, oh, she just violated you. Hey, sweetheart, we're all kind of in on this together.
Hey, sweetheart, when you do this little bit, it makes it really obvious that you're fucking butthurt by what was said, Aaron, right? This little thing that you're covering up with, I'm doing a Batman voice now because it's really hard to project in a whispering voice.
100%. He's a self-report king.
Yeah.
He really is.
Nobody tells on themselves more than Aaron. Meanwhile, he starts pointing fingers at everyone telling on themselves. Like, what I will say, like, because Aaron talks about, let's let this play out. Hang on, we'll play this out and then we'll wrap up the show. We'll do some closing thoughts.
Nobody here is worked up about anything. Now, shut up, little boy, and let us have our fun. Aaron, I see you.
Perfect way to end it. Shut up, little boy. Let us have our fun. That's a good way to shut Aaron down for this morning. He obviously bailed out about. Actually, I think he was spot on. No, he went 5 hours. He went 5 hours. He went over 5 hours, right? He starts at 7 Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah, so he hit 5 hours for sure. Yeah. Anyway, what was my point going to be? I shouldn't have played that clip because now I've fucking forgotten my point. Forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to wrap it up on Aaron.
Aaron being sensitive?
No, that wasn't it. Damn it. No, I got nothing. I wish I did have something. Should I go back? Oh, no, I fucking took the clip away. Damn, that's annoying. You got any closing thoughts? And maybe I can trick myself into remembering?
Closing thoughts. I was blown away by when we tuned in that Aaron hit like 2 of his class. He didn't get to women bad in the 20 seconds that we watched, but right off the bat, race, then trans in the next sentence.
Yeah.
You really can't make it up. Like it's too easy with this guy.
Yeah, it's funny. There's so many things that keep popping up, and I'm going to tease it because part of making something happen is putting expectations on yourself. There's a project I'm working on. I mentioned it on our last Sunday show. Stay tuned. I'm going to say, look, I'm trying to get it out by the first anniversary of the great SteelToe meltdown, where he shouted Dean like I was giving him an orgasm. It was, such a huge and monumental day in the history of United States of Australia. The project I'm working on, it could come across, and when Aaron hears it, his immediate thing will be, this guy's so obsessed with me, he went ahead and did that. And all I can say is, all I ever care about is the people that tune into our stream and different people in the Dabbleverse. I have an idea and I go, I think those people will find this funny. I think these people will be entertained by this. That's all it is. Now, yes, an idea comes up and it's based on you, Aaron. Yeah, I put some work into it. It's not about you, dude. It's about B Smiley the Third, Don, shit show, Don again, B Smiley the Third again, Don again. Easy 1, 2, 3. All right, obviously that backfired a bit because of the same people commenting over and over again. But obviously Just Julie gave us $100 tonight, and the great James Baumer who contributed. Those people that come to our stream every week get entertainment and laughs out of it. That's what we're doing, dude. Yeah. That's all it is. Like, calm the fuck down. You entertain your audience, we entertain ours. This mentally ill talk and this dossier talk. What are you doing, man? Hey, dude, we know who's quote unquote sends you information. It's the internet via Kiwi Farms sends you information, Aaron. Yes, you log on to Nick Ricader's Kiwi Farms thread every day still, and you get information. We know this, Aaron. Nobody's sending you shit. Nobody send you a word. You know what's funny, Aaron? My tiny little show, this shitty little show here, we get like our 1,500 views. I've had people I don't know reach out to me with stuff. Isn't that wild, NJ? Someone I've never met before has heard me covering Kiki and went, oh, yeah, I got some stories about Kiki. You might want to hear this. Now, I don't run with grapevine rumors. If someone makes it public, like the great James Baumer said that Kiki sucks doorman dick for coke, once that's said publicly, we can repeat that. But if someone DMs me and says, I got so many stories about Kiki sucking dick for coke, I'm not going to run with that.
No.
You know what I mean? Because that's just rumor and innuendo. Like that's not public information. But Aaron, we know nobody reaches out to you and gives you information. You go to Kiwi Farms, and as much as all of us are mentally ill and are digging into your life, you go to Kiwi Farms every day, every damn day, hoping that one of us has got something that you can fucking sink your teeth into. Keep preaching this bullshit, man. Keep talking about how you're the victim. You ain't no fucking victim, dude. You are the worst of all of us. You are everything you hate. And that's what Imholte School of Broadcasting is all about, is Aaron roasting himself because he is everything he hates. NJ, thoughts?
I could not agree more. I think that, again, there is an epidemic of mirrorlessness in the houses of the shitverse. Aaron is a prime offender of this. I think that I really appreciate your point about it being for the audience. And on the note of obsession, I've seen this. It's now a common cope. Maybe I talked about it last time I was on. This is a common cope now. I saw it about the Felicia Doom video. And, oh, this is Felicia's crazy, but this is obsessive. It's like, okay, would you say, wow, Ken Burns did 19 hours on baseball? What a weirdo. Gosh. It's like, again, not that it's whatever, that everything is auteur level, but like obsession is a cope when somebody's got your number. Then you try to frame it as obsession when meanwhile, again, sure, it takes time and effort to go back and, well, that's what happens in reporting, right? In journalism. Not that it's art, not that it's journalism, but like such a weak ass excuse to try to dismiss this.
Yeah. And like he mistakes Haley and Jackie's thoroughness, like where they'll read every document of a court release. You know, they'll read every document of 30 pages. They'll read it all. All right, and they will cover it to the nth degree. Whereas Aaron, whose the documents are about, read the first page and went, whatever, I can't be fucked with this. So he confuses their thoroughness with research on a legal case with digging into his life. Kiki's the same. Kiki goes, they cover every inch of my life. If every inch of your life is everything you post online, then sure, that's every inch of your life. But no, we don't care. Gino, we don't care, dude. You're fucking, you are literally the poster boy of what none of us want to be. And Aaron is fast approaching what Gino is. It's what's amazing about their friendship. Those two gentlemen, Aaron and Gino, have no life skills. None at all. And the thing they think they're good at, the thing they say they're good at, I can do better than them without actually trying to do better than them. And I don't like to do that. I don't like to be cocky like that. But fuck these guys, man. They're so cocky and call us, mentally ill. You guys are very insecure and very, very damaged. And I think it's a steel-toe disease. He's infected Kiki and Gino. Those two somehow, I know they weren't bright sparks. I know they weren't genius before. But something's happened. Something has happened with Aaron Imholte. These two, it's to a point of nonsensical. Like, you don't even know what you're saying. It's like Aaron inserted a chip in their brain. Like, it's that bizarre as to how far these two are going to defend a man that threw them both under the bus at the first opportunity he got.
I mean, Gino, it's got to really suck to have made a career, and I use that term loosely, out of being a ball washer of a dingleberry on Anthony Cumia to now playing that same role with a guy who's a knockoff Anthony Cumia. That's gotta hurt. And I've said for years now, SteelToe is small media market Gino. Gino is New York media market Aaron. They're the same guy. Now one is a little bit more outwardly erratic.
I have to chime in and be fair to Aaron here. Aaron can at least express a point and like
that's true.
Take you on a journey. Now the journey is way too long, and you see the destination halfway to the journey, but you still have to travel the journey. But Aaron makes a point. Gino, I don't think he knows the point he's making half the time.
No, you're right. I mean to say they're the same guy, same attitude, same dynamic with wife, same damn near same show, except that Aaron has, because he's a nerd, has some element of organization between that and his prep burger service.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron's talked before about one of his prep methods is to retweet stuff. So it appears
and you
on his
see
feed.
it, you see it the day before.
You see him retweeting it. I was like, Aaron, dude, actually, hang on, give me a moment. Hey, Aaron, there's a thing called bookmark. You can bookmark a tweet, and it doesn't expose your show prep to the whole world. Just sort of let you know, this is Batto. Check it out.
It's a little pro broadcaster tip for him.
Yeah. I forget who that was in the chat that said Batto when I got into my Batman voice earlier, but I like it. Batto. Benton County Batman. We're still in that bit. Jesus Christ. I gotta go. This is fucking ridiculous. Nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours without clips, Aaron. No fucking clips. All right, there was clips. Don't get me wrong. But it was like after the 2 hour mark, I think. Yeah. I think we crossed the 2 hour. Maybe we didn't cross the 2 hour mark. But anyway,
thereabouts.
Point being, Aaron ruined our plans by fucking whoring off of Charlie Kirk. But if you guys liked seeing us on a Thursday morning, I am willing to make toe to toe with the toe a regular thing where we actually do what the plan was. The plan is we do whatever Toe does. Whatever topic he brings up, we got to research it on the fly and cover that topic. When Aaron switches topics, we got to switch topics. When Aaron begs for money, we got to beg for money. That's the plan. We're not watching Aaron's show. We're just getting our guidance from Aaron's show. So let us know in the comments. Hopefully the comments are on. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if the comments will be on. YouTube fucks around with you. But let us know in the comments. But Josie says, yes, let's do it. Micah Mills says, do it. Easy123 says, stick to the plan. Don says, LOL. Oh, wait, no, he says, I'll be honest, I'm not liking what I see or whatever. Well, this isn't it, though. This isn't it. Aaron ruined it tonight. Well, I guess Charlie Kirk ruined it, really. Having such a supple neck to drive a bullet into kind of ruined our situation. Kim Nicholson says, yes, do it. If Kim Nicholson says yes, do it, I'm going to do it. Because Kim's my girl. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I do have vacation coming up, though, so it is going to fuck with our schedule. Shit Show says any morning show is preferable. All right, so I'll just come on stream and take a dump and just leave it at that. Shit Show would actually love that. That would be his favorite episode. Okay, can you do the taking a shit thing more often? That's the thing. Good luck crossing the sea. I'm not crossing the sea. Yeah, think I'd try that. That's for fucking losers and weirdos. Anyway, NJ, I know you did a stream yesterday.
It's tonight. I was on with my boy yesterday, the great Agostino Zinga, but tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, NJR Live is back with the great Flimsy Greenberg. We're going to move and groove. We have a lot of fun stuff prepared for this evening.
Well, as long as it's fun prepared, it's going to be fun in don't you hate when you lose the word you want to end your sentence with?
It was right there.
you're sitting there and you're going, come on, find it before this gets embarrassing. And then it gets embarrassing. Yeah, fuck. Anyway, NJ's great. If you like NJ here, you'll probably like him on his own show, but he's mostly good here. So don't have high expectations for his show. I make him good.
I agree.
And yeah, and I don't pay him a dime because I'm helping him be a better broadcaster. All right, I'm trying to do the Aaron Imholte shtick, but like I feel gross doing it. It's like you have to snap out of it so quick. Thank you all for joining us for this experiment. It didn't go the way we necessarily planned, but I had a good time, and yeah, I think we had a fun. I think we did a fun show. The money didn't reflect it, but we had a fun show. Just Jewel had a fun show. Thank you, Just Jewel.
Baumet too.
Coming through in the clutch. Baumet's always good to us as well. Thank you very much, folks. As I was saying before, let us know if you're watching this later. If there's no comments available on X, I am at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy. Put an S where the A should be. And let me know if you want to see toe to toe with the toe regularly. Because I'm down if you're down. Bye.